short little recap. Y'all were in the Overkeep Chasm, and you talked to a whole bunch of people. Not much crazy stuff happened. I mean, I only got to watch through the session today, and it looked like no one else had really gone through it. So, it wasn't all that exciting. Y'all met the science team, you got to speak with the different groups of them, like Marjorie with her metal pets, like Gary, who wasn't very happy with Warden touching his stuff. And then people like Haskreen, which you spoke to about plants.
That was his name? I never told me his name.
No, I did reveal his name later on when the whole group came to approach you guys.
It was only technically him. We didn't go back down with him.
No, all of you guys went down and got the Haskreen orbs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Haskreen's name was introduced. And then you all went off, went to bed, and then he stuck around and got all that going. So, give us some. So, you all then were called to a meeting with the council. The council of the 6 standing brothers here, or at least the 6 that are active in said council, that spoke to you and gave you a couple items. A scroll that will allow you to go pretty much anywhere in the plains. It will help if you guys already kind of know the area. So that's one thing to point out. But it'll get you somewhere and then back twice. So 4 total uses.
Can we get technically 3 separate places? If
you're going from place to place.
Instead of back and forth?
If you chain it, yeah.
Boom, boom,
Boom.
boom.
Back.
Back.
Yeah. You guys would have to plan things out pretty meticulously to be able to execute that. And it takes a day to recharge. So it has those 4 uses, but it does take a day to recharge. And for you, Mikhail, if you want to look up the Psychic Lancer, it should be available now.
Yes.
My annoyance with D&D Beyond's weapon creation is still active,
Yes.
as 2 of the conditions that it's supposed to apply should show up in your actions page, but do not. So there are 2 conditions that you can apply on enemies in that section. So, yeah, that's something that you'll want to know. There are 6 different ways to use it, and pretty much how it works is once you use one, you have to reload that barrel, and reloading takes an action. So you can reload all 6 barrels at the same time with an action, or you can reload 1 barrel with an action. But the idea of it is it takes time to reload, or recycle is probably a better term to use rather than reload. So once you use one, it takes a little bit of time, and you can use that one again. There is 3 different spells that it can cast at a 2nd level version. There are 3 of the rounds. One of them is a 3d8 plus your dex modifier shot of psychic damage. Another one is a constitution save upon a singular target, and they are stunned until the end of their next turn. And then the last one is target 3 enemies within a certain range. Constitution save. If they fail, they gain a level of exhaustion. You cannot target the same creature twice.
Oh.
So you can't go 1, 2, 3 all on the same guy. Make him 3 constitution. It has to be 3 separate targets. You can only exhaust them once, and then you would have to reload and then do it again to where you get them really down and dirty when it comes to exhaustion. Because that's when their attacks are made at disadvantage, and speed is halved at 2nd level exhaustion.
So we did insanity like the whole time.
You guys didn't end up going through a couple of the things that I had planned. So sanity didn't come in as prevalent as I thought it was going to. However, just leave it up. You may have some sanity issues later on.
So, for the charges, is basic fire? Does it use one of the rounds, or how does basic fire work?
The basic fire, the thing is, you can stack your sneak attack onto it. So the basic fire is still a 1 use.
So it's 1 and then reload.
1 and then reload.
Okay, so basically it's 1 of the 6. Then 3 spells, so that's 4 out of 6.
And then the 2 different conditions that you
The
can
2
mark.
different conditions, but the 2 different conditions don't appear on here.
Do not appear on there. So you have to go into the item itself and look at them, and I can mess with it a little bit more to figure things out as best. But I mean, for that,
I will just add it as a customize in the notes.
yeah. And things may change. So it's a DC 17 Constitution saving throw for both, and one of them is single target, stunned until end of next turn, their next turn. And the other one is 3 targets within 60 feet, 1 level of exhaustion if they fail the DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
You target within what range?
60.
Of each other?
So it's
60 of them.
60 feet of you.
Okay.
So, with that, yeah, he's spinning the wind. So, with that, that is one of the items you got. You guys got the Scroll of Plane Shift. You guys also got a jar. A cute little jar, probably about the size of this, with metal bands on the inside. Supposedly able to contain the soul of a devil, but only after you defeated it. So once you've defeated it, soul begins to leave the jar. You can use a reaction to capture the soul and keep it in the jar. And then lastly, you got a ring in which you can send out pulses. You can use an action to send out pulses, and it will mark any adult dragons or more powerful dragons within the range, which within 5 miles.
The little guy here did not set off.
The little guy did not set off, and he was not very happy about it.
Yeah. He had a rough night.
He had a bit of a rough night. And so you guys all kind of got some food, went to bed, but before you did, you were brought down to the lab, in which you spoke with the science team, and they gave you a couple Hasgrim orbs. One of which was the gravitas discharge, as they called it, which is boom. 1 use 60-foot radius. Don't be close to where you're throwing it. Takes an action to use. And the other one is, again, action to use, but it'll teleport you and any creatures you wish within 60 feet to a nearby safe environment. So, an example I gave was if you're in the middle of Ace use, you can choose to be on the outskirts of Ace use. So it's just a nearby safe place that you know will be safe. Partially, like, you're seeing a lot of things kind of based on intent more than just the letter of the law. Okay, and I may have to take a 2 to 5 minute break in about 20 minutes. Someone's coming by to give me money. Okay. So, where we left off, you guys were going to be making the 4-day trip back to Longhorn Post to drop the skiff back off.
The skiff that I heavily
How long has it been?
improved.
How long have we been in the fold? Like a couple weeks,
You
right?
guys have been in the fold 15 days.
Do we have Big Bubba robot following us?
No. The Acetron stopped following you at the Overkeep Mountains. You guys may have had a scruffle or two with some Vlukar, but nothing too extreme, since you guys kind of know the
Level up!
at this point. No.
Forever.
So,
We've gained like how many levels since we've been with the fold?
you guys were level 5 in the fold.
Yeah, we're level 8 now.
Well, you guys have also spent 9 sessions in the fold.
We've spent 9 sessions.
I was checking my session notes, and we're on session 18. In session 9, I had notes about the poll. It's like 7 to 9 sessions, somewhere around there.
Not 9. Creature comes out of water. That was. It was 10. I think. Yeah. 10 or 11. But we're still on session 18 today.
The session right after killing the rock monster was we just set up and
Today's the 8th one.
Today would be 8th session.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had 7 sessions in the full. Sure. So, as you guys exit this deep, dark underbelly, you guys are blinded as you come back into a realm with the sun.
oh shit.
You guys all come out and immediately have to close your eyes and just hold them there. And Zareth, while he has done this before, is still heavily affected and just brings the skiff to a stop about 30 feet outside the fold, and is just sitting there very calm and patiently waiting for his eyes to blink out and adjust to the sun. So you guys are all blinded, and it takes 3 to 5 minutes before you're really able to fully open your eyes and extend them. And
My eyes aren't affected by pain in the sun.
his eyes are unaffected, so you aren't having any issues at all.
Are we surrounded?
Are you surrounded?
Yeah, that's good.
Am I
Go ahead and roll a
surrounded?
perception check as you exit the fold.
We are surrounded by happiness and sunshine.
Trees. We're coming back for you, Larry.
That is
Larry. It was Larry.
22. So, with a 22, looking around, your whole party is absolutely disheveled. 2 weeks in a place, no showers, no baths, a lot of combat, a lot of dirty exploit. Walking back into the tavern, you guys will be the nastiest group there.
Nice.
You've been analyzing your group, but they are absolutely disgusting at this point. And outside of your party's nastiness, looking out, it is a bright, shining day, a little bit cloudy in the sky, not very, but some nice little white puffs of cloud. You see the trees, it's a pretty windy day at this point, and the sun is setting at this point. So it is evening.
Saying, could I just wait another hour and a half? I'm gonna cast fog cloud
Okay.
to diffuse the light.
To diffuse the light a little bit.
Yes.
Does fog cloud move?
But we're not. We're sitting there. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog. At a certain point within range, the sphere surrounds the corner and the area is heavily obscured. And the laser
Okay. I don't believe you can move, but either way, you
It
don't.
only lasts 10. I can only go 10 miles from it, but I do that to. It's equivalent of sunglasses.
Yeah, you kind of set it down and everyone kind of gathers inside except for Warden and Zareth. They're kind of like, I can fully open my eyes now. It still kind of hurts to look up that way because that's where the sun's at, but we're chilling in here. And then about 3 minutes later, Zareth just pops the brake and moves you guys out of it. I'm going towards the docks.
That's fine. I'm going to start going through books and things and looking for. Check on Call's Home. See who's written us different books, different things.
Okay, which book are you going to check first?
I'm going to check the library.
The library. So in the library, it has marked down as Mark A. Leomath sending you a message.
Okay.
And it denotes we have found and sent out a group to get some Trask blood, and that was dated. And this would have been dated about, at this point, 13 days ago when this is dated. Because you popped out, send it, and then went 9.5 days
around.
and then 4 days to get back. So actually it would be 14 days because of the night that you spent.
Confirmation received. Success.
About a day later, the next day, it says, mission was a success, 5 gallons of Tarask blood are 3 weeks out. We will meet you in Karth.
Oh,
So 1 week out.
we got about
6 days out at
Yeah.
this point.
I'm gonna look over to the sea. We gotta get to Karth in 6 days. And I'm just gonna. Is there any other notations in there?
It says, Old Soul and Little Bird will be bringing it. And you recognize those to be Marquet and Kent.
Then I'll just pass it back over to you. And then as we drive out of the fog.
Another notation is attempting to find Dragon's Heart and Scroll of Sphinx. So far, pretty lackluster results. The dragon should be easier, but we aren't sure we'll be able to get it quickly.
Looks like there's progress being made. We'll have to fill in the blanks, obviously.
I'm going to pull out the book back to the those. I forgot her name, but the friend of the hippo.
Yes, so that is Karis.
I'm gonna pull
Karis
it out.
Undervale.
I will see what she has.
So there are scribblings and notations beside a lot of it. This book has gone from being a couple hundred pages thick to it takes both of your arms to carry it. It is a multi-thousand page manuscript at this point, and its print has been brought down to fonts. It is capturing every single word of dialogue that you guys are having all the time.
Not that book, the one I gave her.
Not the okay, the messaging book. Okay,
Yes.
so the other book is massive at this
Wait,
point.
Yeah,
Are we talking about the book that sends messages
the
to
book that reports through our
Gift Boy?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He was asking about something
I'm the one holding that book.
different. Okay, yeah. So
I was also going to open that book
Yeah.
and
Pull it
realize
out.
when I pull it out of the bag of holding,
Because
it's
it's
just
just
getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
yeah, it's like, oh, that's what?
It's like one of those magic trick books where it just doesn't stop.
Does it
Yeah.
magically condense back down in size?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good.
However, with the book to Karis Undervale, there are no new developments. As far as I remember, you did not write anything.
No, I made communication between her and the library, her faction of the library, and to see if there were anything that she wanted.
So no, nothing has been sent towards you in that book.
I'll take a sigh of relief.
Any messages from Hippo Guy?
Hippo Guy has a lot of notes in the book. So, it goes both ways. So he has notations on certain conversations and certain aspects. More for himself, so that he can go research them. Kind of like highlighting certain parts.
Wait, he's already done this? Like,
He's had days.
Well,
we
you guys just popped out. So you're reading back, all the way back. So the last 200 pages, you have nothing.
So he's basically doing the whole like kid in college shit, writing in the margins about things.
He has a little section on the side that he can write notes, and he's writing book names and page numbers of like, okay, this is stuff that I have that references things of this sort, and trying
so
to cross-reference.
he is like in real time adding notes to things that.
So not as of right now, but like 300 pages back. So
Like
you
before
pop
we
the
went
book
out.
out, come back in.
That
and-
wasn't the book we popped out.
That was not the book. That is
the whole
correct.
party left and then walked back in.
No, it was just him. So
Remember, he took me away, and I just didn't.
yeah.
He popped out the library.
So yes, there are real-time notes being added in
Holy shit.
from the beginning of your first conversation with Prometheus, as of right now. So he has a lot to catch up on. He probably has 700 to 800 pages worth of dialogue just
He'll probably read it in a few hours, knowing he's a scientist.
Yeah, he's a quick reader. So,
So, I was going to say, when I communicated to the library and I did that, I also communicated to his group through the book too.
okay. What did you say?
The exact same thing. Hey, found a race, all this tech, they're stuck in here, can't. Basically the same, with just a brief Cliff Notes version. This is the spells and activities they're wanting us to do. FYI, made us enforce a magical contract on us to do these things. So they are aware that there's something in there that can lead. They have the same information the library does.
Then there is.
So Gift Boy has the same.
Yeah, Hippo has the.
So he had the footnotes, the extremely condensed
Yes,
footnotes.
he has a previous like.
Now he's getting everything.
Yes, it's like we'll be out of contact for the near future.
The only note that is made with that new information is just from Karis saying, meet us in Donturum as soon as possible.
Okay.
Alright, everybody wants a piece of me. Where are we looking here?
So,
Parth is where we came in.
Parth is where you guys came in. Parth is back up here. Donturum is here. And you guys are here.
Okay. To get up to this guy takes about 2 days, right?
From the falls, it takes about 2 days. So it's about a 4-day journey to Donturum. And probably another 3 or 4 to get to Karth.
Wait, I thought we got from Karth to Donturum in 2 days.
Well, you got there in 3 days. And that was...
We also
you guys got to Teskir in a day. And then another 2 days to Donturum. And that was with a delay of combat. And a 2-hour chase going the wrong direction.
Sounds like we need a faster mode of travel.
We have the.
Remember, you guys didn't
Well, I have
have...
John.
You guys didn't have the Johns for
Some of the way.
a day and a half of the travel. So you would have doubled...
Did you leave the creatures at the place?
Yes.
Yes, the Johns got left.
I already paid the state master for it. So.
John and
Remember, I basically had to fork over like 2,000 gold that day.
I wasn't here that session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was closer to like 2,500 gold, but I did bargain with the skiff keeper, saying that if I returned the skiff in the same or better shape,
You would get a little bit back.
I would get some back.
And you paid
But-
$12.50
Okay.
to rent it.
But I'm returning it in extremely good condition. So.
Much enhanced.
So, as you guys pull back into the docks, in comparison to what it was when you guys were first here, it is pretty dead. There were 4 skiffs in dock when you guys left. There is now none. And there was about 20 or so people in the whole place, and some walking around every once in a while. You guys pull in and park, and there is no one outside.
So I look around and go, this is pretty typical of the routine on those that go into there to explore, or atypical.
So it says, it's pretty usual that we have at least one skiff still hanging around, but I mean, we were gone longer than the usual group, and if the other groups are having the same luck with their findings, then it makes
Sorry,
sense.
gonna laugh out loud.
Luck is kind of relative.
So,
I hope they don't have this.
I have
at the very least, Herrick and Stevie should still be here. We'll see when we make it into the tavern. And he's kind of finishing up things, and him and Zai stay on the ship for a little bit longer before you guys, as you guys kind of take off and go to the tavern.
Come on, dog, let's go.
Dog at this point, since it is 4 days later, it seems the sedation has finally fully begun to wear off. He's sleeping more normal hours at this point. Go ahead and roll me a animal handling.
Can I assist him?
Sure.
Buddy!
2 lows.
2 threes.
2
Oh,
3s.
that counts.
That's gonna be a 5.
Okay. So
That counts.
there are levels of success. So 5 is the lowest level of success.
Well, that's good.
Follows, but he's like a bad dog.
Yeah, he's a pretty.
He's a bad boy.
He's not listening all that much. He probably gets stung a couple times, and his poison is fully starting to develop, which makes it actually kind of hurtful.
A little nonsense.
At this point,
Bad dog.
he is about the size of like Irish Wolfhound or something of the sort. So a big dog, big boy, big dog.
So he's sitting at
He's
about
like
100
twice the
pounds.
size of him now.
He's sitting at about 110, maybe 115.
Twice the
He-
size of him.
3 times the size of him. He is not flying yet, but you have begun trying to get him to do so.
Does he flap his arms?
He'll flap, but he can't hold air underneath them.
Gotcha.
Not
quite
coordinated.
there.
Not quite there. He's probably a couple weeks from actually being able to fly fluently. But he is developing, and he is beginning to be a bit more well-behaved. At least when it comes to attacking people.
Good dog.
Unless it's you.
Doesn't mean he doesn't nip. He'll nip and play fight and sting those he knows and such, but it seems that those
So
he
like a
doesn't,
playful puppy.
he's almost shy towards those that he doesn't know at all. So yes, like a puppy.
Question.
Answer.
Since I've been doing most of the feeding and taking
Yeah.
on the dragon form and kind of wooing him, how is his relationship with me compared to him?
So it would be like mom and dad. You're the mom, you're the feeder, you're the nurturer. He plays with it.
He snuggles with you.
He snuggles with you, but he plays with Mikhail.
Cool.
Damn.
Nice.
So, mommy, daddy.
Business. Pleasure.
Exactly. Business and pleasure.
Alright. With that,
Meanwhile, Claire's
Trick is like the ugly in-between. Because, yes, Jake, I know you've been playing with dog.
You do have a snake.
I'm getting used to
Drake
it.
has been trying to play with dog, and he's number 2 for both feeding and playing, but 2 is pretty damn far down in comparison to the 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he sees Trick more as a June boy.
Drake is kind of
That makes sense.
And he squeaks when you bite.
exactly.
Drake's the funny uncle.
Drake is
Oh,
the funny
yeah,
uncle
that's a good one.
that does not sexually abuse the nephew.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
We know. That poor dog has not been alone with him.
Exactly. So,
No machine.
He's a druid.
at least he's not
Makes it
saying
even worse.
That's why you keep an eye on
because
him.
he can turn into something.
You are also a druid.
Yeah,
Right,
but
Matt.
there's a backstory of why I hate them.
Anyways.
Okay, anyways. So,
Warden,
yeah.
getting off the ship, would like to analyze the surrounding encampment.
But
Thoughtfully.
It's okay. We'll continue.
Give me.
Fucking money.
I would like to go get a drink.
Hold on, we haven't even gotten to the tavern yet.
Are we not at the tavern?
No, we're getting off the ship. They just said, "Come on, dog." We are literally.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a
He's
drink.
also
Hold on.
willing to go
At this point,
in
I'm
a different direction.
I have
Yeah, at
asked
this
him
point, I'm
for other stuff.
We've been
the
so
encampment
screwed, I
because
can't
there is
believe
literally
it.
not a single soul
If
that we
we
see
if it wouldn't have
in the
hit the
encampment
fan.
right now.
Yes, but it's my
So that's why we're
I feel like
being a little bit wary
I
because
feel like keeping him alive would be better.
meanwhile, when we first
So
got
my
there,
disguise actually still works because the only 2 people that are going to disguise are in a matter with are the 2 people that would know he's dead if we killed him.
the tavern was packed, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
this place was pretty lively.
But I would have discussed it. So I concur. So
Sorry, worship.
we're almost there. So yeah, Nifs is really in the mood for a drink.
I am so ready for our next combat.
Yeah.
So, what do you bet we walk in the bar and we've got the the slavers that we
100%
Highly
is my
likely.
guess. I'm guessing they tracked us all the way there.
I'm going through a flashbang in the front door without even knowing it.
Man, if Warden got to create the thing he wanted to create with
the professor.
with the doctor, we would be cooking. Because I had seen so Warden is constantly like, whenever he sees things, he's constantly coming up with ideas of how to utilize different things or basically reinvent the wheel. Because that's kind of, he now understands why he does that. Because his backstory came about, but he saw the metal falcon. He's like, what if I was able to integrate essentially as a familiar onto me?
If you can't tell, I'm trying to make sure that you don't have a little bit of literally every single class by integrating shit into yourself.
Welcome to a Warforged. I have gone full blown Warforged at this point.
So I wanted to ask, you said it was a 4-day travel?
Mm-hmm.
After those 4 more days of travel, how am I on proficiency with the laser pistol?
You are proficient with it at this point. That was one pair note that I wanted to hand out to you.
Okay,
He's
sweet.
even dry firing at this whole. Well, I told him there's no recoil, so.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
he can dry fire
I've
away.
been working, and
On
I
gunslinger.
am going to, lovely, now that I'm proficient with it, I can make it a monk weapon.
Yep.
Nice.
So he can have some real fun with it.
So,
That'll make his character actually have some really nice damage output, at
freaking
least for
OP.
range.
I have very few rounds.
Can you imagine if you
Yeah.
can like DBZ warp if you like hit someone at range?
Alright.
Can monks actually do that?
They
Should make
I don't think his
monks
monks
be
can.
able to do that. Where like if you hit something at range, you can basically like Dragon Ball Z, and then like you're like right next to the enemy.
There's, I shoot and then I misty step.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
sick.
essentially what it would be.
Yeah, bonus action.
So,
That would be so badass.
where we left off,
Stepping off the ship.
stepping off the ship.
Yes.
You guys stepping off, yes.
As you were leaving, I was gonna say, Warden wants to run an analysis on the encampment since there is nobody around,
So
and
you
I'm looking for signs of either trouble or like
go ahead and roll me a
hurried
perception
escape,
check.
like things like that.
Our animal. And where did we put our animals?
Oh yeah,
Yes, they're
where
in
are
the
the
stables.
stables? Can we see the stables from here?
Yeah, there's only 5 buildings in this compound.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to see the
Are
stables.
animals in the stables?
Stables are closed from here, so you guys have to approach. But your perception check comes first. This is you stepping off the docks.
17 plus 7 is a 24.
We know
So
it.
with a 24, peering around, there is definitely signs of life. Like there are people here. They're probably in the tavern right now. You hear the faint sound of some really, really bad music being played.
Warden has taste.
Warden has taste.
You now do.
I now do.
Peering over to the stables, they appear to be well kept, and peering inside, John is still there. Your horses are still there.
I'm gonna run.
Are there-
Look for Dylan.
Dylan is there.
Dylan.
Are
I'm
there-
going to embrace Dylan?
Dylan tries to nip you as you come in, but quickly recognizes your scent and kind of.
That
I
was
do pat
Twig
John,
kills him with
and
Twig goes,
I'm like holding Twig back as
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
yeah, I do pet John
Have
and
my
give him
horse.
some oats. From my
Johnson's far more happy than Dylan. is
Dylan.
To see you guys.
Dylan,
How
John has
So most of the folks didn't have animals that were here.
Mhm.
What's the like? Are there more than there were last time?
Far, far less. Well, actually, no. It would make sense for there to be far, far more. There already were quite a few, but at this point the stables are pretty much stocked full because all of the people that are out on the skiffs had to leave their horses here. So there's somewhere around 24 slots, and every single one is filled.
If only we could just take the skiff all the way to, I don't know.
Is there a water trough?
There is a water trough. There are
This is
multiple
just-
water troughs.
It's just gonna lay down in one and just boil water and just close and all, just go under, hold his breath, and just do fire until it starts boiling to clean himself off.
That's one way to take a bath, I guess.
Warden smells like metal.
Yep.
He just
Warden doesn't get
boils the grime off and gets out.
So you boil your grime off. What are the rest of you guys doing as you step in here? Because that's going to take.
I'm going and getting a solid drink.
So you step into the tavern. Is anyone else going?
After giving John some oats, I will follow into the entryway of the tavern.
Yeah, I'll
So
go.
that way I kind of know where the rest of my party's at behind me, but I
Trek
don't
with them?
particularly like taverns.
Trake is with you guys.
Because every time I
Mazai
go
and
to a tavern,
Zareth are
I do something
finishing
fucking
tie downs and getting things set for the skiff itself.
Hey, Zach, just side note, I just revamped all of my features and traits. Since seeing Dr. Boberman and telling him a bit about what I do now, since then, I've been using my Blessing of the Forge to grant myself +1 bonus to either AC or attack damage rolls.
Okay.
Of your choice, which I am choosing +1 bonus, and I'm just doing it every morning
Okay.
after a long rest. Just so you know,
To attack rolls or AC?
to AC.
AC. What do you think? He's got a 25 AC with
I-
double the health of everyone else
I
in the
now
party.
have
I figured, but he just said I'm going to do the
with-
plus
Plus
one
one
bonus.
bonus. I was like,
I'm like,
which one?
Oh, I thought I
Alright.
said to AC. Anyways, no, that bumps me to 26.
Actually.
That makes it
Nice.
26?
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
Don't
you-
worry,
the
there are
rest-
ways that I can kill you.
I know, but the rest of the party's now screwed because he's gonna make something that can kill me.
It's just all going to be psionic saving throws.
Yep.
Psionic.
Yep, just psychic damage. So,
Damn.
as I would, are you gonna join to the tavern, Mikio?
I'm gonna get drinks, sure.
So, while you finish your bath, the rest of you guys step into the tavern, and in the tavern there is Bubba and his small gnome friend that you guys did not get the name of the last time you were in here. But they seem to be a dynamic duo that kind of sticks around here a little bit. Then there is a band of 5 that is playing. A couple of them are okay. The rest are not. It's
Mentally or?
it's pretty atrocious. The
Can you
music.
just remove 1 gold from Trek and to say that he probably ran up there and gave him a gold coin for no reason?
I think that's pretty accurate.
Honestly, I would say he gives them 5.
One to each. of
Wait,
them.
does he even have any? He has 40. Sorry, AJ. I'm taking your gold from you.
Sorry,
That's
he's just.
great.
this is a canon event.
just so
you
often-
can't change it.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
canon.
literally-
You cannot change it. See that? It's
He has tried to
changed.
give a gold coin to every single person we have interacted with for more than a minute.
Yep. So after playing, he's like, yeah, yeah, and goes and gives them a gold apiece, and there's 5 of them.
Good lord.
And
just
they
kind of
all.
lean over to Nari. I'm just like, well, I was going to boo them, but now I feel conflicted
Now he's
since he's
encouraged
cheering
them.
for them.
Alright, so Nips
We
can
can
just
just not
walk it in.
associate ourselves.
I'm sure, he can cantrip to do stuff to dry himself off,
Yeah.
fire-wise.
Reddit then.
So, we come walking in, I look around. See Nari's got
Like
Nari's
Nari's
got
got
the
a whole
thing,
bunch of
he's got it.
drinks.
And I
He's
grin,
the sharpshooter of
and I
it.
hold up a lantern from the barn.
Nari's gonna perk up and be like,
Oh my
let's
god.
go!
This is such a dumb.
This is canon events!
Warden is going to let out a very big sigh.
It's for the plot.
Inch.
It's
SMH.
Did we ever wear the prototype glasses? While
I
we
did
were
actually.
Yeah, a couple people
we
did.
most of us did
Can't
when it
remember.
got ultra dark.
I know I thought about it, but I don't remember if I ever did.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if
yeah.
people did, then we maybe did.
It was like a
You had some.
on the
thought we
side.
only had
Everyone
one
was
pair.
like, "Yeah,
You
we
had
put on
4
the
pairs.
glasses."
Okay.
One for each of you four.
I've got 120 dark.
Yeah, it was only us four that had the glasses, and it improved our sight tremendously.
Oh yeah, I do.
Because it was
remember
the
that
heavy downpour
Yeah.
in what was considered night.
Okay.
part. Okay.
So you guys step in. Y'all are doing your little tradition.
As I walk over the lantern, I want to do a look. I am looking
Great start.
for.
You're not rolling for
I
anything.
know, I know.
Nibs has a bad feeling.
Okay.
He wants to see if there's a familiar face. Certain-
Warden also is
Um,
looking around the bar for.
So. Oh, you.
Yeah, that was 16.
So that would be 21.
You can have your own.
And oh, thank you. And I am looking to see if a certain
I got
slaver or group of slavers are here.
Okay, so that was a 21,
I got a 13.
13.
Just for looking throughout the bar.
So around the bar, both of you guys, just around the bar, there are those 5 people. There is a halfling, a human, there appears to be a drow as one of the group, a wood elf, and then what appears to be, again, another human. And those are the people at the front. There is, of course, the halfling Jew, as we've decided to call him, Herrick, who's fumbling around some coins with a ledger in front of him, and then Stevie at the bar.
Is the drow at the bar with his back to me?
No, the drow is on stage.
Oh, one of the players.
All 5 of that group of the 2 humans, the drow.
Do I recognize the drow?
There's no patrons in here aside from the residencies and the 5 on the stage, right?
The 5 on the stage plus Bubba and his buddy.
Right. So the
That is
people
it.
that are like
There are 9
Here.
people in this room outside of just you guys.
Is the
5 on the stage.
Skiff Masters there too?
No.
The skiff master is the Jew.
yeah.
It's you.
Herrick is the skiff master. He is also the coin purse holder. He is the ledger manager. He is the money guy.
he's the-
I'm just gonna judge as I come in with the thing. I say,
I thought you
Go
just said
sound-
he is the Jew, and I was like, why is he Jewish?
Because that's what Mikhail called him earlier.
I couldn't remember his name. I was like, I just remember we had we called him the Jewish Hobbit.
Oh,
so
because
go
he gets all the
settle
money.
up. So I come over, hop up on the table.
We're gonna
We
drink.
get unscrew the
Hold on,
lantern,
real quick.
start pouring it into the cups. It's getting it set up.
So, as you were kind of peering over to that group, that was just what's here for both of you guys' perception rolls.
All right.
With a 21, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Oh, my fault.
It's a, what is that? I can't quite tell.
Since he did
It's
say
high.
19 plus 8.
Okay.
27.
So with a 27,
Finally.
so
Did we go dance today?
looking over towards the group on the stage, they look drunk. Some of them might be kind of overplaying how drunk they are, but they at least are doing an amazing job pretending that they are if they aren't. At least a few of them are definitely a little schlossed up. Specifically, the drum player is very much pretending to be, but not. You don't know why they would be pretending to be drunk. But looking over towards the halfling, Herrick, you notice you generally don't, because most chairs have full backs, but these have open backs, and he has back sweat. Almost as though he's nervous.
Since he said to close the books,
Yeah, you have no
I am talking
He's gonna walk in.
with the
Okay,
Jew.
so you walk over, and Herrick looks up to you. Ah, Warden! Warden, right?
Yes,
Successful expenditures?
I would believe so.
So, to close tabs, correct?
That is correct.
And he kind of
Don't
flips-
forget you did a lot of modifications. You
I
should
do.
get that
As
discount.
he hears that, he says, "Alright, let's go see." And he takes you outside to the
Yes.
skiff.
As I do, I
I'm
go.
going to say I did want to mention that we should probably look at the skiff.
I'm gonna say, think it through the mental leak and go, I do believe we're fucked. The guys on stage, I think they're gunning for us. Or someone like us.
Do you want me to confirm? I have a surefire plan.
I'll go, if you want to walk out the door and come back in as what's his nuts, sure.
I'm just gonna look over at the stage, take like 2 paces towards them, and I'm gonna just, as I'm walking over, I'm just like think, hey, get the bartender's attention off of me.
Am I not currently with the bartender?
You're with the
You're with the Jew.
So as this is
He's
going
not
on,
the
So we're gonna make a big kerfuffle about
yeah,
us.
so we take it, you start mixing them, we know the routine.
Yep.
Warden's going to say.
Alright, it's time!
Warden is going to say, please hold off on.
As he's halfway through
Violence
his, I'm just gonna be like, too late, as I just only changed the front of my face
So your bird?
to the...
Wait, did we successfully distract the bartender with our big hullabaloo of drinking?
Go ahead and roll a performance.
And
The pair of you.
Damn.
that was not.
That's not quite as high as some of the other ones.
That's a 5.
That's a
lower.
Okay, but okay, are we hurt from our drinks though?
Should we run con?
Go ahead and roll your cons.
Con save or straight con?
Con save.
And,
I do not
and
know
the
what that
tradition
Continues.
continues. You said con. Just
Con
straight con,
save.
right?
Mhm.
8. So, my intention is to drink it down, hold it in my mouth, and then when it starts, I'm going to blow it out with my fire breath. So
Okay.
I am not actually chugging this to chug. I'm chugging it to
Okay.
use it to enhance
You're
my
still a little messed up. A little
Oh, yeah.
oil slips down, and that's like, that's gonna churn the stomach.
So,
I got a 6, and I am gonna make a big deal of like drinking and like falling back and like making as much noise as I can.
Okay, so
it's a bad performance.
it is a terrible performance. You
But
guys
the
are.
music's pretty bad too.
Everything is bad here. Bad music, bad performance. Everything's just utterly worthless.
Bad people.
This has a negative review on Yelp.
And as the bird walks up, just the beak and face.
Well, no, I'm only doing the huntsman's face. Everything else still is me as Bird, and I'm facing the stage. I
You're
want to
doing
keep
the one we
faces away.
executed, the guy
Yeah.
that
I'm just going to turn into the member of the huntsman, and I want to see if anyone on the stage reacts
ahead and
or
Go ahead and
Roll a
roll
what the fuck?
insight.
specifically looking for a hint of recognition.
You
Beyond,
probably
like,
shock a
what
couple
the
of
fuck.
them because.
I'm looking beyond the shock, looking for the hint of
Wait.
recognition.
Aren't like a good chunk of the changelings on this continent already hunted?
yes.
What? We're surrounded by people who literally are
No, we're not.
mercenaries.
There's 5 some drunk on the stage, and then the
Well,
owner.
okay. What I'm saying is
We're
this
not.
is a ruffian town, all looking to make
18.
money.
Hey.
18. So you change your face and look over, and it seems a couple of them don't even notice. There is such a hullabaloo going on around you. However, in particular, the drow.
I thought they were all drow.
No,
just
one is a drow. The drow catches your face and looks a little creeped out by it. Not necessarily recognition, but just kind of like, that doesn't look right.
Okay. And if there's no one, none of them seem to recognize it.
None of them seem to recognize that face, no. However,
All right, I'm
I
going
would
to
like-
shift to a different face,
You're like trying to.
to Dr. Halbern's face, and then back to my regular face, and be like, "See, I'm a better performer than you."
you see the drow crack a smile, and she is
Oh, it's a
she is playing like a leer very, very poorly, playing a leer, and kind of giggles to herself, sets the leer down, and then she says, fuck this, I'm gonna go play with the horse, and steps outside and goes to the stable.
Aw.
And the other 4 try to play for another, 5 seconds as she's leaving, and another one, the elf, is just like, it's late already, I'm going to bed, and just walks up the stairs. And the other 3 are kind of sat there, and they go to their own table and order some drinks. And Stevie begins throwing them stuff at the bar.
Okay.
Hey, Warden, there's one in the barn.
Second round!
Keep an eye on him if you're
5.
outside.
Anyways,
Save a 5.
I can't hold liquor.
How goes the Nazi war?
Those are the words I've never rolled for this.
Okay, so you guys both have gotten so messed up that you guys have negative ones at this point.
On our
On D20 rolls, period. You guys are a little messed up. So you guys are both negative 1 to your rolls. That's the danger of playing with oil and high proof alcohol.
Yeah, we're igniting it because we're fire.
You guys are fired up,
Yeah.
but you guys both have negative 1 to all D20 rolls.
Alright.
I'm not gonna give you the poisoned condition where you have disadvantage on everything.
I'm
That's
going
a little
to
excessive.
order
but-
meat for dog.
You order meat for dog. Just go ahead and take a couple gold off if you have it.
How's me and Jewish boy?
So you and Jewish boy, he comes out and is astounded at the upgrades made. There was a lot of foundational improvements and such.
Reinforced, of course, bolts on the door, the
And-
mast is reinforced,
Yeah.
the fin that it drives on is reinforced.
At this point, Zareth and Zai are walking down as you guys are walking up, and you all sit there and discuss for a few minutes. And he agrees upon returning 500 gold for the advancements and all of that stuff. So you really only ended up paying 750, really 500 for the skiff rental and 250 for Zareth as your driver.
For how much I paid for the steel, as well as the steel I found. Well, I made. Sorry.
You made some money.
Yeah, I made some money.
Well, I mean, hey, we got someone to be bound magically into a contract to help us do our shit, so I think we can.
He's gonna die in the first 5 minutes on his own quest.
Let's hope not. Let's let him do something good for us.
So, as you guys come back to the tavern, Zareth grabs some food and goes to a room.
I want to
Zareth,
know what room.
so Zareth, there are only, I believe, 10 rooms, 8 or 10 rooms upstairs, and he's 4th room down on the left. He is exhausted. He slept in the last 13 days about 3 long rests to get you guys out of his hair as quick as
Well,
possible.
he had taught me how to drive it.
He had taught you how to drive,
driven
but
it.
he didn't
For
trust you.
emergency situations.
For emergency, if I go down situations, not a.
I feel like I would have knocked him out. I would have tried to.
No, he did. We already had an issue with someone just staring at him. He was
Zareth already dealt 30 damage in a hit to Mikhail. So
we're kind of buzzed.
What an encounter.
I mean,
Well,
you
yeah.
basically did like a Joker. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me.
hit me, and then he hit you, and you're like, ouch! And then you kept staring at him.
Well, I also immediately healed you.
Yeah, he immediately healed you, and so did you. So, either way, Zareth comes in, Zareth goes to bed, and it seems that Zai is probably not long for this world either. It is only about 8 p.m. at this time.
I'm going
What?
to.
Not long for this
Long,
world.
long, not long. That sounds like
what's
dead.
gonna kill him?
No, when
Not
you say,
long
I'm not
for
long
the-
for I'm not long for this world tonight. Like, I'm going to
Before
bed.
he
No one
goes.
uses that.
Before
I use that all the time. What
That's
the hell?
not how
I've
you
only used that in reference to I'm literally about to kill myself.
I referenced death as the
You are not
cousin
long
of
for this
sleep,
world.
okay?
So
I am going to
before
kill
he goes to bed, Nibs is gonna kind of waddle up to him and go. I know you've already signed the contract, but I get the feeling you're probably not gonna be traveling with us, or at least me. So, because you're racist. I was gonna say because you didn't want to make friendly with me when I made overtures, but my overtures must have been more like
Undertures.
yeah, undertures. So, he goes, he pulls out a nice writing paper and he has he says, this is, would you sign a note back to your boss so we can turn in that we saved you or you saved us, but we did our end of the bargain and you'll be clear on the contract and we can turn in your mission on back at the waterfall. And
I will be returning to Donturum with you.
Oh!
But past then, I do not know.
Will you send it anyway, just in case? You might need be long for this world or something.
No.
He's like, and then, see?
That very much
so
sounds like
gonna
you're going to try and kill me in between now and...
So I'm gonna turn.
okay.
See, that's how it sounds. So
See,
of course,
my-
he's gonna look at you.
My
And go,
very racist friend is
drunk, and so are you.
no.
I can't tell you.
Yes.
But don't touch it.
Let's just say,
I'm just gonna, like,
let's
shield
just
him
say
away.
both of you are extremely lucky and do not have aura of purity prepared.
he's gonna-
Because I could just remove your drunkenness.
That would be fine. We just drink more.
Yeah,
But I could remove the drunkenness of everyone in the tavern.
So
at
I'm
once.
gonna look at kind of lean over or waddle over to you and be like, just trying to
Sarah,
be,
what's up, girl?
to be proactive and smart about these things, but
Sometimes you need to be distractive.
okay, and I'm gonna be talking primordial to you because it's just like I think maybe is this sundown yet?
It is past sundown at this point.
This is.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar and say, hello. You know, I'm gonna climb up and say to him, not the bar stool, hello.
Hey, hello.
He goes, so I don't know if you have a policy or anything, but would you be willing to tell me how many people are staying in the hotel right now? Not how many rooms if I paid you. Or is that against policy?
As everyone in here is staying the night, the other group has just returned from another venture and are planning to take off at the next skiff's capability.
So we got the five music mutts, us, the driver, and another group, and another group, or is
So the
it-
5 misfits will likely be...
Are they the ones that you were saying that just came
They're
in?
waiting, yes.
Oh, so you don't have anybody else here?
Okay, yeah, I got you. Sounds good.
Okay.
All of the other groups that were here when you were last have all taken their skiffs and left. You were the first to leave of that day, and 2 others left that same day.
Thanks.
Okay.
That's yeah.
So,
this is
and he's gonna push a little bit of coin over to you, like about 5 gold, and say, so by chance, why was your partner so freaked out and scared? Is there something odd going on?
Go ahead and roll me an insight.
With a
With a
-1, which was a nat 20, which
Was that actually a nat 20?
is a
Fucking
nat
A.
20 plus 8, which is 28. So is it a 19?
27.
It's 27. Is it still a nat 20 or is
It's
it?
still a nat 20.
Okay, so it's 27.
I generally run more off of what your number actually gets to. Like a nat 20 is going to bring you more if you still beat
Okay.
the number. Like sometimes my DCs are 25, and even if you roll a nat 20 with a +3, it's not gonna matter for shit. It's still, you gotta meet that 25. So, as you say that, this Goliath-like figure, who has generally been very gentle,
Mhm.
but big and strong, also looks incredibly nervous when you mention that. But he catches himself very quickly and says, money is running low. Money's not what the issue is, you can tell.
Pulls out a piece of paper and a pen and like sets it down on the table and goes, "Oh my," because I'm drunk. I think I'm gonna walk to the end of the bar and back and see if I can do it without falling off. And I'm gonna smile and go, I mean, will you keep my paper safe?
You're trying to place yourself in between where the paper is and where any other eyes would be.
Yes.
And he reaches over, grabs the paper, and slides it underneath on the second center of
As
the
I
arm
kind of
before you take off.
do that. I look more like a drunk penguin than a dragon when the penguin walk.
And he pretends to be writing down an order.
I am back at this point.
You are back at this point.
I-
Zai is probably upstairs at this point after his little kerfuffle where he felt threatened.
Since this is a very small bar, I am sitting on the bench next to the door.
Zareth was already up.
Oh.
Zai,
I thought
after
you
that
were.
discussion.
Weren't you talking to Zareth?
No,
Or
he
were
was
you
talking to Zai.
I was talking to Zai.
Oh, I thought you were
don't
talking to
give a crap
Zareth.
about Zareth.
I
And all I want, I was just trained. I don't have any intention of staying here tonight. I'll be honest. If I get sober, I'm gone.
Okay.
I
I thought he was talking to Zareth also, and I was super
Yeah,
confused.
that's
I
why
was like, why the fuck is
Zareth! Yeah, no, Zareth had already gone to bed.
Gotcha. Okay, I was
Yeah.
also asleep.
So,
well, I mean, if there are what you think, then they
Yeah.
wouldn't be after Zai or Zareth anyways.
yeah, I don't care.
but-
I'm not saying, yeah.
If they are
No,
who you think
Warden
we are,
Warden kind of
if they
just
are.
sits on the bench.
Yeah.
Do we maybe?
I will
you
say-
buy?
Pretending to read a book with his
Bubba
helmet
did
down.
step over and join your guys' drinking game. Fuck yes.
Okay.
And
Bubba.
you guys, Bubba's the Minotaur.
Yeah.
So-
The big old Minotaur.
2 rolls, he's gonna beat us. He just
Okay.
has to roll more than an 8.
So yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, he rolled over a 20 on his con save both.
Oh my god.
So he's
So-
fucking. Where's round 3? Where's round 3? Come on. And
Round 3 is in your face. Just vomits all over it.
and he goes.
I'm gonna like run away.
He's dry heaving.
I would press digitation, but I don't have that. I can only run things off.
Brynra steps up behind him and cleans him off.
That's like,
Are any of you
That's awesome.
barfers from dry heaving? I see videos of people who just walk up, guys, it's time for the whoop, and the other person just goes, oh, just naturally starts to dry heave when someone else is.
my mom is.
Oh my god, I feel so bad for
So,
those people.
yeah, because when we were little, she's trying to hold, she's like,
Trying
"You
to
got
hold
it," and then
it.
she grabs a bucket, she steps out, she starts barfing in her, so.
It's so much funnier when nothing actually comes out and they're just like,
I don't know. I think it's getting it out is very nice. You feel so much better.
Yeah, would rather do that.
10 out of 10 would
Don't
do again.
ever have oil-based salad dressing and drink milk.
Oh, that's. Have you done that?
Yes.
Your body can handle only so much, Logan.
So what I didn't know was okay. I don't want to cite yours, but it was a special meal that Luke Tibbets' sister made for our house, and she made it. And what I didn't know is she's such a sympathetic barfer that the thought of vomit can make her vomit. And I was like, oh, this isn't sitting right. So I walked out in the backyard and threw up, and walked back in, and they're like, are you alright? I was like, yeah, I'm good now. And then she's like, did you? And then she got up and she had to leave. She had to leave because she started drying. She was about to vomit.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I feel really bad. I was like, I would have announced it, on my way back. That it's like, oh yeah. So we had a fake toilet sitting in the backyard. So I was like, I just threw up in the toilet out back. It was a joke because I didn't. I threw up next to it. I was gonna throw up in a toilet. We had to clean that thing. But she lost it.
Oh my
And
god.
had to run away. I
That's
was like,
so
I was like,
nasty.
she felt like she made this nice supper for the whole group.
I've heard
so
I've heard this story before too. I don't know if I heard it from you or Andrew, but I've heard
Yeah,
that
I
before.
felt so bad. But anyway,
Anyways.
I feel much better.
Warden's sitting on the bench. He's pretending to read a book, but he is
Listening
he is listening and kind of passively observing everything, while every now and then glancing down at the book that he is reading is all of the notes that Gift Boy is
You
writing.
can barely make sense of it. It's mostly like strung together letters of names of really old books and arcane magisters.
Well, I am reading through it so that analysis can just kind of log
recognize
everything.
it for the future.
Like number 5 reading, just like.
Yeah, I'm literally
So
like,
fast.
well, what I'm doing is I'm passively listening and pretending to read a book, and then like every now and then I just flip the page, basically photocopy. I flip the page. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna ask.
I mean, I've got like 4,000
in
pages
his
to
head,
flip through.
We are little talkies. Hey, did you see that drow chick go into the barn while you were out there?
You noticed her step out as just before you stepped in, yeah?
Yeah.
Did she go to the barn?
She seems to be heading towards the barn. But, I mean, you didn't look behind you as you entered the tavern, so she was heading that direction when she left.
Are we notice any? Do we notice anything about the 3 that are sitting down? The 3 that
They are
stand.
not ordering hard liquor.
That's it.
That's the main thing that you notice.
Do they seem to be sobering up or no?
As I kind of do my
Not
little
really.
my little
They're
walk
still.
down this thing, I do a pirouette, and when I do, I think I go through the telepath and I ask you got any knock-knock juice we could put in their drinks? It's like,
Feed them?
and then it's like I kind of start walking back down. It's like, if not, I'm good with killing them. We're not going to stick around, and there's no law here.
Warden is going to say back to Mikhail, I noticed them leaving, but I did not pay further attention. Would you like me to seek them out? Prefer me to seek them out.
You're kind of difficult to not spot, not friend.
Well, I'm saying just, they said they went to the barn. I would just walk to the barn. And also I sent it, Mikhail sent it to me and I said,
Yeah.
sorry. Mikhail and I are the only 2 sober ones. Greg?
She seems to be the
What's
only
Drake
one
doing?
that.
Drake is sober as well. He's not drinking all that much. He's not much of a drinker, but he is eating a lot, and he's feeding dog too.
She seemed to be the only one of the group on stage that was sober, and also took a notice of me switching into the huntsman's face.
Understood. I will hit the barn and report where it starts to walk towards the door.
I'm going to think at you as you start to go. We might want to start prepping the animals to leave. I don't really feel like we should spend the night.
Okay. So
I'll do the pirouette and kind of
you
walk
do the
back over.
pirouette, walk back over. So Warden, as you step up to the barn door is cracked open,
Yes.
and stepping inside, there is a female drow there. Go ahead and roll me a perception real quick.
The drow is eating the horse. That is 7 plus 7.
14. So she has, just like all of the other people here, she has her gear on with some kind of chain arm. You can't really tell exactly from this. A blade strapped to her back. Other than that, there's not too much special about her.
You didn't react to me walking in.
No, did not give a care. She's at the moment feeding a pair of horses that are off to the side that you would assume to be the horses of this group that have stepped in, and is just caring for them.
I am going to pet and feed more oats to the dog, and I'm going to kind of whisper to him. Just,
Okay.
different kind of like
Are you going to begin preparing
comforting
the
things.
horses?
Yes, I resaddle. I'm beginning to resaddle all of our mounts,
Okay.
and making sure they're fed. And then, but I am keenly paying attention while doing this to any movement or sudden movement that this drow would make, other than what she is currently doing.
Okay. Go ahead. What's your passive perception?
17.
17. Okay. You do not notice anything different. She seems to be like she'll take a glance your direction every once in a while just to see what you're doing. But other than that, there's not too much special about
She
it.
can see where I glance because my helmet is down.
So, the rest of you guys in the bar, drinking, eating, continuing.
I'm done drinking. I'm sobering up.
You're sobering up at this point.
So I'm walking on the bar, trying to see how well the drunken master can walk.
Okay.
It's like,
After maybe another 5 minutes of doing it, the Stevie, the bartender, Goliath, comes out with a huge round of drinks and food all set on one plate with, you notice, a note tucked underneath. And
is
he
there room on
slides,
the tray for me to hop on?
yeah.
Walk over here.
And so you hop on, kind of your foot half in a plate of meat, and you step off onto the table, and there is a note under one of the plates, barely noticeable.
Okay. Do I need to sleight of hand it or just pick
Go
it
ahead,
up
roll
with
me
the
a sleight
block?
of hand, yeah.
With him blocking the line of sight of others, or
He could arrange it. It's not going to be a high DC sleight of hand, but I would still like.
nat 20 plus 2.
That's 2 nat 20s this session already.
It is. I'm trying to.
I'm really debating whether getting you guys dice was a good idea or not, because you guys have not rolled bad since you got those dice.
Except for when I drink.
Except for
When it comes to important shit, like every insight check has been over 15. Every perception has been over 20. Like, there are very, very few skill checks that you
Thank
guys
you for
fail.
buying this.
Yeah. Just gonna make my...
You just need to make sure they're monsters.
No, well,
Don't worry, honey. Don't worry.
I
you
take it
do
out, I take it
realize
out, and-
he now has a vendetta
I'm just gonna go
to
ahead
make
and
something that will hit me, which means it will kill you.
Well, it just has to have a higher 2 hits, not a higher damage. Either
He
way.
wants to make something that will hit me. I know he has.
Oh, I already can.
Oh,
You're
they rolled a
lucky.
3. Does a 32 hit?
You're lucky that didn't... I could bring out a singular level 20 character that would wipe this party with ease.
Well,
And
yeah,
it is
level 8.
Okay, but you guys are powerful level 8 and level 20. You know, even a good level 20 only gets so many hits. But let's just say a level 20 champion fighter that has a crit range of 16 to 20
Yeah.
kind of goes crazy.
Well, even a level 8.
That can give himself advantage on every strike
Yeah.
and can take 10 strikes a turn for 2 turns.
It's alright.
That
That
seems
one
kinda
they
mean.
needed one round.
Yeah, but she'd nuke herself too, or half of herself. If we're talking meteor swarm.
She'd meteor swarm the tavern and then just be like, it only tickles.
Is that 20d6 bludgeoning damage with more than tickle tank? She got no health, bro.
Yes.
Um,
She didn't.
Well, nowadays, but
Fair.
level 18 tank. Either way.
Okay, so
So you pick the note up, and after a little while, you find. You kind of like excused yourself to the laboratories and stepping out, just to make sure you don't pull the note in front of anyone. After you step outside, you pull out the note, and it says, "I don't know exactly who they are, but they are not customers, and they've been here for 3 days."
bingo.
Herrick knows more than I do, but I'm not comfortable around them.
Eric's the Jew.
Is that why he's sweating?
Herrick's the Jew. Herrick was sweating, yes. Stevie was not, but that's because Stevie doesn't know.
It's like, well, boys, he goes, I think let's give it another half hour, grab our small little druid friend, and get the fuck out.
Do we want to get out or do you want us to just end it here?
Wait, or
I reckon
would
we'd
we
sleep
go grab
better
the
in
bars
cozy
and
beds.
our driver?
It's like, well,
I reckon their reinforcements wouldn't arrive for some time if they have any.
well, there's a couple ways to do this.
What's the next nearest
Poison their food, their
The
drinks.
next
I'll go join
nearest
Warden and we'll kill
place,
the
so you
driver.
guys are here.
place that we
All
could
of us.
like camp for the night, or
I mean, you
have
can
a
camp for the
bed?
night about anywhere.
I mean,
Ah.
it's weird.
So,
Have a bed, I guess. Then.
have a bed, not within 2 days' journey.
I was gonna say, there's not going to be a bed until we're back to Doctor.
And either way, you guys could not stay at any of the peaks. Those are advance ahead towers, and it's only a half-day journey or three-quarter-day journey from Dantorum to the nearest peak. So, either way.
So
I reckon if we leave, they leave. If they are here for us.
Aye.
They'll just leave
But
it after
that
us.
is like, but it might not necessarily be us. It probably is, but it would definitely be interesting.
I mean, we're always at
This is all
This is all
open,
mental.
open talk.
Yeah, it's like,
All in
it's like,
just kind of as we're eating.
Yeah, so Trace, wondering why there's an awkward silence and trying to fill it while you guys are talking amongst each other.
that's it.
We're all just zoned ignoring anything.
Yep.
Well, I'm outside. I'm headed to
We
the
should just
stables
start
with you.
standing,
Um,
or we should just start staring.
Warden is going. Okay.
I'm headed towards you. As
Yeah.
we-
Warden says to small one, notify me when you are 5 paces from the door.
I think I'll go in through the roof, the loft. So,
5 paces from the entrance to the
it's
loft.
like, so are we doing this, or are we? There's the chance they might be runaways. Got their bloody collars off. Just saying.
Do we want to take those chances? Do we want to wait and ask? Bartenders are uneasy, more than likely not just simply runaways. And if they're simply runaways, then oh well.
I've seen your own reason.
Uh,
They're not after us.
Casualties for the peace of mind.
so what all's gonna happen at the same time?
We're gonna do this split. 3 inside. I think we should poison the 3 that are drinking. And before we start this.
You know, something that we could do, we could buy them a round of drinks, see if they drink it.
Well, that's the point. Yeah, we would buy him around, invite him over, and poison the drinks. But they probably won't drink it.
If they don't drink, then yeah.
Warden says to Fire Lady. Nari. Go wake the driver and the other one.
I can do that, or I can do the drinks.
There's 2 upstairs, and there's 2 upstairs.
There's
Wait.
one of them upstairs.
There's
right
only
now.
one upstairs. There were 3 at a table. 1 went out to the stables, and 1 went upstairs. That's 5.
So there is
I think we can.
what appears to be a human, a halfling, and 1 human-esque creature.
Alright.
And more than likely the bartender will try to quell anything. Or just not. There's also the Minotaur. Was that one?
Bubba is not a part of that.
He's
Bubba and Brinra are not a part of
They're
that group.
servers, right?
They kind of just chill here.
Oh.
They go do their own stuff and their own missions, but this kind of seems to be
Well, the
his
Minotaur's
thing.
drunk, so he'll probably join the fight.
Well, he wasn't.
he's
He's
the
fine.
only one that's not
He is the only one that is doing fine after all this.
Oh, never mind.
It's like offer him your winnings to help him in a little bit of a tussle. It's like, I'll reimburse you. Wherever you meet him, it's like, since he won,
He is 50 gold down.
it's like,
Oh, yeah.
so as I cast jump on myself. So as I get close to the barn, and I'm going to.
So he's buying
It's
drinks.
dark out now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and monk shit, jump around, jump
Go ahead
onto
and
the
roll me a
building.
stealth check to
Onto
see
the-
how quietly you are able to do
I'm
this.
gonna jump on the building across
Does
from
the
them.
monk
and then
jumping?
I guess I'm
Yeah.
talking to Bubba, and then after that, I'm gonna kind of slowly make my way upstairs.
So she's slowly making her way upstairs. He just bought
Okay,
around
so
drinks.
you talk to Bubba?
11.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so you talk to Bubba. So approach Bubba.
Wait, what am I asking again?
It's like, hey, we're probably gonna get in a fight. It's like, hey, if we were willing to
Join
give
us
back
in the
50
tussle.
gold, would you be willing to side with us when we start a fight?
Just would you like to join us in a tussle?
Yeah.
Kind of not like
Go
openly
up
saying,
to-
yeah, we're
go
about
up
to
to
fight,
Bubba.
but let's.
So yeah, you guys are at the same table, so you just kind of turn to him.
So,
Our team when we tussle.
Mr. Bubba, sir.
Strong stomachs woman that's not today.
No. Not today. If there was, if it went down, you know, if we somehow ended up in a fight, you know, my friend's still drunk here, you know, my friend outside, I guess, is drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna do when he comes back in, but if there's a tussle, would you, help us out, maybe? Look the other way?
As you are saying that, you feel something against your mouth.
Well, he's sitting at the table.
You feel it's not a hand. It's not someone's hand. It's almost an invisible hand that kind of begins to close around your mouth, and you see the gnome step up beside Bubba and look at you, and you hear in your mind, "I don't like them either, but they're smart. Don't talk too much." And just taps Bubba's shoulder, and Bubba kind of looks at you and nods.
Damn, hell yeah.
I'm just gonna.
And immediately the gnome goes, "There are drinks for everyone!" and orders another round and starts playing his lyrics. He appears to be a bard and is actually doing a pretty good performance after that.
Alright then.
Alright, so I jumped up on the building next to the barn.
So you're heading upstairs
So I'm gonna take my drink, go upstairs.
to go wait.
Before Bubba goes to retrieve the drink, is Bubba serving everyone the drinks?
Bubba does go up and grab the drinks. He's not the server. Stevie's bartender and
Yeah, sorry.
Someone's
But-
gonna need a slot.
But I've seen him kind of handing out some of the drinks.
Yeah, he's handing out
earlier
drinks.
in the night. So while he's at our table, I'm just gonna kind of tap him on the leg and say, "This might help the problem." And I'm gonna hand him a vial of poison.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a. We're gonna call this persuasion because Bubba's not smart. Bubba is quite dumb.
Bubba does not
Bubba does not understand.
You should have given it to the gnome.
Bubba has 6 intelligence.
Homeboy's gonna fucking drink it.
What do you suck?
Homeboy's got a fucking drink it.
You said persuasion?
Yeah.
12.
Homeboy dumps that in a drink and chugs it. What did you give him?
Do you have a moment to, when he dumps in his drink, can he try
Can
to
he try to
grab the drink?
Oh, bro, he goes
It's a minotaur.
and just chugs it. What was it?
It's a vial of twigs.
He rolls a natural 20 on the Constitution.
It's 2d12 poison damage.
Okay.
But he's
The con save was 15, so he clearly beats that.
And it's low damage too, so he takes 2 points of damage.
he's like, whoa, that's good.
Oh yeah, Bubba's like, you got more? That's getting me ready for something.
Unfortunately, I'm fresh out of that one.
And after that, he takes the drinks over to the other group.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to jump across to the other building.
So,
Break
for
it
you
down,
two.
so-
You're about to land on the roof.
So
As you hop up onto the roof with your 8 in stealth,
other building.
you
and then
yeah,
I'm gonna jump
you
across.
immediately notice the head of this drought flick up to where the sound came from, because you heard it too.
As more of a reaction to her suddenly looking up to where the sound came from, is that in the direction of me or the other side?
It is, so she is here, you are here on the barn,
I'm
and
on the
she
building
looks
next to her.
here.
I'm on
So
the
she
building
looks
next to
here,
her.
you're
She's
still in
not
her
looking
peripheral.
Yeah,
I am in her
She's-
peripheral.
You're in peripheral.
I'm going to say, okay, I'm jumping across, and I'm going to jump across from that building onto the roof of the thing now.
As soon as I hear his feet land, I am going to turn and fire my grappling hook and grapple hook.
Okay, she is going to begin to attempt to cast a spell, so I need you to make a dex check
Hmm.
to see which
Would that
action
be
goes first.
would that be surprised since I'm doing my best to distract her? Because I'm jumping from this roof onto this roof. And so
You're
she's
going from that
tracking.
roof onto that roof. She senses something's coming. And so, go ahead and roll a dex check. Because this is a straight dexterity of whose action goes through first.
Competing decks.
Competing dex. I will let you know beforehand, she has rolled a 17 on her roll. So you have to roll somewhere around, what,
Hopefully
19?
the spell is coming towards me.
If it is, then it. I mean, even if it's coming towards me, I mean, I can probably take it. I rolled a 15 plus 3. That is an 18.
That is an 8. You have a +3. Fuck, I forgot. Did you have a +3? Okay, so you throw the grappling check, the grappling hook.
Yeah, I shoot the grappling hook in grapple mode, which actions.
She is well over 75 pounds. Just FYI.
Yeah,
So what is there a DC to that? There is a DC to that, correct?
I believe so. I don't know if I wrote it in. I'm supposed to be proficient. So it's supposed to be +6, but firing in grapple mode is a plus.
Damn, it is already 7:30.
Yeah, it was a +3 in grapple mode. So no, I have to roll to hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
So she rolls a strength saving throw. No. Yes, a strength saving throw at disadvantage to break free. I did not write in a DC. But what would you think would be a proper DC?
A proper DC for this. So we're gonna say
reinforced chain of steel.
for
Chain and
well,
you gotta roll the hit first.
yeah, I know. But what I'm saying for future, like, what is the DC to break?
well, let's see. This would be, I think your DC set right now for your spells would be a 17. Or 16 or a 17. We'll just use your spell save DC for now.
That is a save DC is 15 for my spell.
15 for your spells? Oh, you don't have 20 in your wisdom right now, do you? Okay.
So we'll just say like.
We'll say 18. We'll add 3 to your base saving throw.
Okay.
Because it is metal chain, it's tough to break out of. Only strong characters really should be able to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
we are gonna roll to hit.
Roll to hit.
He's so excited. That is a 16 plus 3. That is
16
a
plus
19.
3. Okay, that hits. Go ahead and. Is there damage to the grapple?
Grapple is no damage, but she is now grappled.
Okay. As she is grappled, she speaks a word, because the spell only takes verbal components.
They can do
And-
verbal.
She disappears.
Damn.
And reappears into the tavern.
What's the distance?
It's this dimension door, so 500 feet.
Okay.
So far than enough to get from one side of the
I'm on top of the roof.
You're on top of the roof, and you do hear a.
And the ka-chink as that hits the ground.
Yep. As the grapple that just wrapped around her, and you hear her go ah, and then speak the word. It just. She's gone, and you see her.
As soon as I see her appear, I'm just gonna release an arrow in that direction. I'm like, guys, she's here!
Okay. This is technically surprise. Everyone's surprised by this.
I'm so
So it was.
Well, you
But
are
she just
currently-
used her to technically be able to.
She's currently walking.
So here's the thing. Yeah, he doesn't have alert. Mikhail does not have alert. He has the poison feet. So the reason why this is weird is because if I'm going to give you an action as she just pops in, that means everyone else should get an action.
So,
So as she pops in, she turns to the people, and you guys just see her appear. You don't know. You two don't know the situation.
She's
You are
walking
walking
up
up the stairs, and you see the wood elf standing at the top of the stairs with his great axe, with his great sword, already out, just waiting. And she kind of appears, looks over. Time to go, boys! And all three of them step up, and let's go ahead and roll initiative.
So we
Well,
are
that is not
You guys
great.
are
3 rounds out.
1 round. This compound is like 60 feet from one end to the other. It's not a massive place. However, we are going to go ahead and pull out a pair of battle maps. We don't have anything for outside, but we've got base here.
Hey!
That works so bad. Yeah, let's slide it more this way because we have to fit a whole nother one here.
No.
And then this is the second floor. And stairs are this size.
Can you switch it more that way? Because there's a lot of it. Yeah, there's a lot of it under here. Come on. I can't see it, guys.
Okay, Claire, just don't care about holding up under your chin. Okay, that corner's up now, so let's do it.
My bad.
Okay, so where everyone is right now.
I am outside.
You two are outside, so don't worry about putting your things down yet. So this is second floor, so you're on the stairs, and we have this guy at the top of the stairs. We have,
Fucking grow and there's teleports.
well, warlocks under teleports is a better way to put it.
They're all
She teleported
grow.
right to the front. Her boys,
No, they're not all draws.
Well, the ones that teleport.
hers, her three are over at the table. And you guys are welcome to place yourselves wherever you wish.
We're at a table though,
You
right?
guys were at a table, so we'll say you guys are around this area, closer to the stage.
The short dude's supposed to be,
So this is Trek, and this is Rinra.
no.
The bar.
The bard. The gnome bard, yes. And so, you three, Claire,
What
you are
what
there.
about Zion Zereth?
They have to be woken up. If you
We
want to
don't know
participate in the
we don't know
combat.
what room they're
You know Zereth
Zereth
is
is
the
in-
fourth room on the left, so you know he is here. You don't know where Zai is. Either way,
Why?
He doesn't like saves.
either way, we are going to go ahead and roll initiative. I'm going to mark down my 7 characters first.
Hey, there is security.
2 of them are on our
The
side.
races in this
3 of them, because Drake is one that I am controlling this game as well.
Oh.
So Drake rolls a
I mean,
5.
that's 8 characters.
I rolled a 5.
Plus if Zion Zereth get woken up.
Bubba has advantage on this, so he actually rolls very freaking well.
Hoggers.
And
And of
then-
course, I am not in the vicinity.
Correct. Neither of us are.
Yeah, I know. It's all
Okay,
up to you two.
So, now these, my lord. Oh, well,
Actually,
I will say we did way too much thinking about this.
How much longer until our drunkenness wears off? Because I did.
I would say at this point you
that
guys
should help
no
me,
longer have
at
the
least.
negative ones.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not that
I'll be nice about that.
It's been
So
an hour or
that's
two.
1
No, not even.
halfling.
But we were eating, and I threw up. So
And we burned the fools.
yeah.
Okay, so one of them rolled a natural 20 and still is not the highest on the initiative list.
That's embarrassing.
Okay, so that's 2 of them. Next die is +3, so that's 18. Delra. 2 more, I'm sorry guys.
Be
Quinris.
less sorry. Be faster.
I am going pretty quickly actually.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, no dex bonus, bottom of the order.
I like that you didn't wait until you were done yawning to say it.
Okay,
Oh my god.
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
16.
We're so bad. We are so screwed.
This is not surprising.
Holy fuck.
Okay, 15 to 10. Holy Lord!
What?
10 to 5!
No, I rolled a 15.
You rolled 15. Oh, why did you hold off so long?
Oh, sorry.
5. My dex.
What did you roll?
9.
You both rolled 5.
I rolled 5.
I rolled
3 plus 2.
That's
Oh wait, that's a 14!
Claire,
I'm so sorry. I saw a 4, so I'm actually a 19.
19.
Okay, that's my bad, guys. I saw a 4 and just went with it.
Okay,
Sure
so
you're not
I have Nari at 19, Mike at 16, Next one down, Gordon at 15. Then I have Nibs at 5 and Trake at 5 below you
Okay.
because you have a higher deck. Well, do you have a higher
2
deck?
decks.
Both of you have 2 decks. I'll let you go first. So, to start off the combat, the halfling here steps over 5, 10, and
You can see over the bar.
he can see over the bar.
Oh,
He steps on one of the stools. And you see he has a pair of hand crossbows that he has drawn at this point. And he is assassin rogue. So he is nearest target, probably you, Mike, because Renra he can barely see over. He is taking a shot at advantage.
Good night.
That is 14 plus 8. That is a 22 to hit.
Before we go any farther, as soon as she warped, I wanted to tell Nibs, like, get on me.
Okay.
Just on me.
I'm still on the roof.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm like, get on me. So like, jump off the roof. I'm, making my way towards the door, obviously.
Yeah.
Would that be okay to have him kind of just?
I mean, you guys are acting at different initiatives. I'll let you guys mold, and both you guys will be entering the facility.
I'm going to think. You want me on you, or do you want me to go through the top floor? Because I can just jump through one of the windows and be upstairs on the top floor.
But I can. I don't want to metagame.
I'm just.
But
I'm,
I
that's
can
why-
get you there fast.
That's why I was just asking.
Well, he can't move outside of his turn,
I know.
and you're much higher in the initiative than him. So by the time
I
you
know.
move,
Yet I can jump 3 times my normal distance.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess
he
that's
can.
true.
He could.
Literally.
What is your jump distance
Uh,
normally? I'm pretty sure it's your strength modifier. When you're doing jump, it's strength modifier times 3. So you can jump like 60 feet.
I'm 21 on my strength, so yeah.
So he could jump from the roof that he's at to a window on the second floor of the tower.
That's my thought.
So
You just hear
Yeah,
my.
why have you been walking?
You hear my.
Why?
Step.
Because it takes a spell slot, and it only lasts a minute. You can do that for like 5 minutes a
automated
day.
voice, like audibly, redirecting prerogative. Yes.
Okay, so you guys make that decision.
It's
He
fine.
hits you, it's gonna hurt.
Yep.
Then he says, "Wake up."
Yeah, because if he's an assassin, it's an auto crit.
It is an
Yeah,
auto crit,
we're not.
and
We don't have that mental thing with
8th level rogue,
Oh.
and this is going to
So,
be
when he asked, "Should I jump to this?"
5
floor?"
to
He said,
6.
I said, redirect.
Good night.
Wake the other.
That's a lot of 6s. What is your total health?
As I see him pop up over the counter, I'm simply. Good night, guys.
Okay, so you take 39 points of damage. As he just pops up, and then bonus action with his other hand crossbow shoots again at you.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Where is this happening about?
This is happening, this guy pops over, that's a 21 to hit,
Yep.
and that's another 5 points of damage.
Only 5?
He rolled a 1 on his damage die with a +4.
And he was now at a 12 at the 51.
So, that's first. Second is Big Boy at the top of the stairs.
Perfect
Going
succession.
to 5, 10 step towards you, Nari. And he is going to rage.
That's
After that hit, I'm just
Claire,
like,
you've never thought about
Warden, help!
And rude.
I'm hurt.
T minus 3 seconds.
And he is going to make 2 attacks
Since this is
against
all
you.
happening at the same time.
That is booty cheeks, Claire. I will give you the opportunity to say that you have cast your Armor of Agathis.
yes. I was gonna say, can I cast something as a reaction, maybe?
So, as you're walking up the stairs, you're anticipating a combat. So I'm going to say you took an action, you cast Armor of Agathis, so you can mark that off as it being cast. That'll give 10 cold damage the first time someone hits you.
Okay.
However, that's nasty because that's a crit on his second hit.
Fuck.
And he has a Great Sword of Life Stealing, which really won't do much. It gives him a little bit of temporary hit points. So he's going to hit you, and this is...
It sounds like I need to focus on healing.
Might be a good idea. That
I could have
is
focused on
19 points of damage to you.
I...
Yeah, he's hit a nat 20. But you rolled a crit.
Did you look at my page?
19.
You know what? We are in combat, actually.
However, you take an extra 10 points of necrotic damage. So you take 29 points of damage, and you deal him 10, but he regained 10, or he gained 10 temporary hit points from the nat 20 due to the Great Sword of Life Stealing. So you immediately wipe out his temporary hit points. As he strikes you, this like small barrier of necrotic energy forms around him that is immediately evaporated by this cold that surrounds him. However, that is his turn. And next up is Bubba. Bubba is going to go...
What the fuck?
In fact, he's actually just gonna move over you guys. You guys are small enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Anyone he can get to in time.
You're at 8 points of health.
Yeah.
Bubba is also...
now? What?
Because I got a second hit.
Oh.
Bubba is also going to rage.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
Bubba is going to reveal his great axe. And Bubba's a bit of a crazy boy, so he's going to Great Weapon Master Reckless. Make, at advantage, 2 strikes at a +4 to hit.
Oh,
You take -5 to hit to deal an extra 10 damage with Great Weapon Master. Bubba rolls a natural 18 for a 22. And then a 10 on his second strike. So he misses strike number 2. However, you guys notice this thin blue film around her armor that she had cast earlier, but no one had noticed up to this point, as she has also cast armor of Agatha on herself long before this occurred. And as he hits, a wave of like just frostbite goes up him. However, he did hit, so he is going to deal a nice chunk of damage. And Bubba has a beautiful thing called Brutal Critical. So he gets a second die.
Good boy.
So Bubba rolls 29 damage on his hit, just striking down on Quinris.
That's a Minotaur.
Yeah.
Lives up to the name.
He is a chonky boy. Well, no, he's Bubba, and Quinris is the drow.
Yeah.
Who has a glaive, a long, nasty-looking glaive, pulled out at this point. However, that is a large chunk of her HP.
Ah, yeah.
But Bubba immediately takes 25 points of cold damage as Warlock, max level, cast at 5th level, Armor of Agathis. Next up on the list, Nauri.
Oh shit. Oh my god. How far is he from me?
He is literally 5 feet in front of you.
Beautiful.
Because you're beating on each other.
Okay.
Hear that? You're beating on each other.
You're beating on him, Claire.
About to open a serious can of whoop-tush.
I like it.
That's the PG.
And you have advantage on all attacks against him, because he used Reckless, which means he makes attack at advantage, but any attacks made on him are at advantage. So,
he's going to take. Well, that's metagaming.
he's a barbarian, so he takes half all physical damages that you deal.
But magical damage he'll take. He should take a pretty good shot.
As long as it's not bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
Yeah.
Yes. So
he's resistant to those? Is that what that's supposed to be?
yes, while you are raging, you are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damages.
So he'll take half.
That's okay, because I can also, let's go, I'll cast, Chromatic Orb. I would also like to just yell really loudly, to try and get anybody's attention upstairs.
So, at least Zareth is calmed the fuck out. You don't know how Zai's doing, but either way, it's going to take him probably a couple rounds to get up and out.
Okay.
So you're screaming. Just FYI, ranged attacks at 5 feet are at disadvantage.
Oh.
Since you have advantage, it would mean it's a flat roll.
Oh shit! Uncanny dodge works on ranged
Yes,
attacks.
it does.
God damn it!
I thought about mentioning it to you, but
I didn't realize it did ranged attacks. I thought it was only.
nah, it works on everything.
You
Okay,
could have
So
avoided
then,
I could have avoided half of this.
I am willing to give it to you if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that 30.
No, let it play out.
Let it play out. Let's let it
I'll
play
let
out.
it play this
Let it
time.
play.
Party
Let's
votes.
see.
You need
You guys have more people on your side, but
You need to remember
levels
this.
are-
You only
He
remember
needs
it
to. He needs to learn his lesson.
yeah, learn your lesson.
instead,
Know your character,
I'm
damn
just
it.
gonna
You have one shot.
I knew I had it.
yes,
Your whole
and
party
not
says
says
no.
attack.
Okay,
You have
so
the option
you
to take half damage, and the whole
are you
party says
wanting
no.
to cast
And then
since you're still
bad.
learning? Would you like to cast Flame Blade and then attack with that? Because
I thought that was just a bonus. Oh,
so it's a bonus action. You now have a flaming blade in your hand that you can attack with.
yes.
Okay. So bonus action, second level spell, Flame Blade that you now have that you can make 2 attacks with this
With advantage.
with advantage.
Yay.
Roll them.
Here is an extra die. That way you can just roll
wait,
two at the same time.
Okay.
There's
16 and an 11.
the 16
Plus.
plus definitely hits.
Yeah.
It's the 16 plus 8, 24. That definitely hits.
Yeah.
And then for your second strike,
Which was an 11.
well, no,
19.
Or
that is strike 1.
Advantage, huh?
That is advantage.
That's an 11 and a 5.
So 19 does hit, I believe.
Nice.
Yes, 19 does hit. So you get 2 attacks with 3d6 fire damage. So,
Plus the blade.
well, the blade itself is 3d6. The flame blade takes. It's not like I'm casting flame blade on my short sword. It's
Oh,
I have a
blade
blade of
is
flame.
the blade of flame.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I forgot
there's an
about
extra
that.
3d6.
Oh my gosh, it's the bullets.
You gotta roll the bullets. You can't just. It's a.
Well, will you let her re-roll?
I was gonna say, will you let me re-roll it then?
You know what? Sure, this is gonna be a tough fight, and
There you go.
Okay, yeah, that's
yeah,
Eight.
so that's 8. I roll
And then plus another 5.
8, so that's 13 damage on the first strike, and then second strike.
8 plus 5, so
8 plus 5 is 13. So you rolled 13 both times, so that's 26 points of damage.
Fire damage.
All fire damage. Just go ahead and keep those because you're probably going to be using that more.
He has the laser.
Do you want to
pistol.
action
He should be
surge
rolling
on that?
Pistol.
Was that my phone?
The bullet.
I
The
guess.
bullet die.
Do you want to action surge on that?
why not?
So action surge. Go ahead and make at advantage 2 more strikes.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
Yeah.
okay,
so
yeah.
that.
That didn't go great.
What was it?
Go ahead and re-roll that one.
That's the hard thing about this one is I can only see this one's 15.
15.
That
So
one
that
is
hits.
7.
Go ahead and roll again.
5 and 15.
So
Okay,
another
2
15.
hits.
2 more strikes. So
Three
another
more.
66 fire damage.
1-1.
So that's 5 points of damage. And that's
Oh my god.
10.
It was a 4.
And
Is that
that's,
what it was?
Well, we'll take that. It's roll. So that's 16. No,
14.
that's 14. So 19 more points of damage.
Nice. That's 19 plus what? 26?
26. So that is 45 points of damage, of fire damage, in that turn. As he just comes up and cleaves you, and you feel it almost bend the half plate in. That kind of bends back out as it's magical, and then you're just like.
So it,
Fuck you, bitch.
it's literally just a fire and ice.
He is wearing no armor, and his like dark wood elf skin is like beginning to melt
So
as his
he-
chest has just been clobbered by a flame blade.
He just got freeze blasted and then sliced all the hell with fire.
He's got icy hot on him. Okay, so after Nari, it is a Delra. Delra is this one, who is going to step up and stand on the table.
You can go to this ass.
You're
good
going
one.
to need to use your
Good job.
dodge.
Probably.
And can he dodge it to... I don't know.
I need...
No, it's gonna be a fireball at this table, and we're all gonna have to dodge.
So I need...
I am not in the building yet, guys, please.
Where the stairs are over here,
Yes.
so that would lead up to there.
Yes.
So Nari's behind enemy lines here. I need Mikhail, and then Trek, Byron, and Bubba to make
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
wisdom saving throws.
and
Oh no. Wisdom save.
It's a 40-foot square.
It's not a con. It's not a con save. So it's
Okay,
not a
so
fireball.
that's a save for Bubba. That's a save for Trek.
Oh wait, you're right. Wait.
You have advantage on wisdom saving throws?
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. My bad.
13!
Plus.
2.
Plus
So,
2?
21.
Alright, so you succeed. I think Brynra fails. As Brynra begins, as he's beginning to sing a tune and attempt to cast a spell, everything about him just slows down.
Huh.
Oh, you avoided whatever the fuck that slow bitch shit is from the movie.
That was a good movie.
That was a good
It was a great
That
movie.
was a good movie.
So,
I like
well, slow.
My favorite was that
One of my
paladin
favorite
that just like
third
walked
spells.
over the rock and
Yes,
One of my
That
favorite
was-
third level spells.
That was
my favorite thing.
It's so
Really?
underrated. Anyway,
That's my favorite part of the whole
He
movie.
was supposed to. He was
I
supposed to go
will
around,
give
but
you ahead of time. She has not gone.
the
Yeah,
director.
that's
was
what
It made it
just-
so
I was
much
actually
better
gonna say,
that
I didn't
it
think
went
she
over
had,
it.
but yeah,
So
I'm going
one of the things-
Did you cut
after
yourself?
her.
Are you wanting to try and take cover?
Probably.
There is a lot of stuff to try and like take cover behind. You could flip a
That's
table.
right.
You could step behind this wall over here.
Potentially after I attack. What's going on there?
It's an alarm.
Violence, music.
I freaking love that.
Where's the music?
I
'Cause
highly
you need to
considered
go
when I got my new
check.
phone having my notification sound be
I
like a
have
Taco Bell
advantage.
thing, and then
She
I was
hasn't
like,
gone.
I would probably want to die by a couple
Alright, let's
seconds.
let's speed through.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Mm.
I mean, you already are a crit here because she has not gone.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
you're double critting.
Yeah. Double critting.
So go ahead and roll your tasty. What is it? 4d6, 5d6?
Is 3d6 for sneak attack.
Should be 4.
No, because I'm not straight.
You're not
Okay.
straight. I forgot. And what weapon are you
He
using here?
dabbles.
My vicious short
And
bow.
we'll take
Okay.
It's going to be.
Okay, so that's where the nat
Dabbles
20.
in moves
the
of
action. It's an additional 7 because
Yep,
of the nat 20.
it's a plus 7,
on top of
which with that I double the 7 on the vicious. I don't double modifiers, but if you have any additions, so that's gonna be 14 points.
it. Okay, so 14.
It's the nice part about the vicious short bow. I think it's a pretty weak weapon, so I
Yeah.
add a little bit extra on
So
that.
you buff it.
It's going to be
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. God damn.
Yep, that was
It's going to be 7,
So 14
So
plus 14,
14,
28 plus your modifier.
28, and 4. So 32.
Okay, well, off of Bubba's hit and Nat, she's gone.
Get fucked, bitch!
Well, that's what happens when you don't have a lot of con. So she
I have calm.
is unconscious, making death saves.
con air.
I am then going to use movement to go 5, 10, 15, good enough, and kind of hide behind that.
Okay. So
Not
you,
using my actual action.
yeah, you crouch behind it. You have half cover here. You've got plus 2 to your AC.
And then I'm going to drink a.
Okay, so you pop a potion. Warden. You use your action to dash, and you step
Oh, I
inside.
had to dash?
You had to dash.
I was
Bonus
going,
action.
I was going to use my bonus action and reaction to grapple myself from the truss of the door. So the vertical of
You
the
can
door
make an attempt.
to-
There will be a check with it. And if
You're gonna swing
it's gonna be high
It's gonna be a ticket.
because you're not used to this. You're not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
It'll be a high DC, and if you fail, you don't get anything this turn.
Oh shit. Never mind. I run.
Okay, so
Bonus
you run.
action.
I wanted to be
And
badass,
You are
but
you step in to where you can
You
barely
could,
see.
or you could just really.
Heal somebody.
You have
Heal
a
Mikhail
you have a
because he
bonus
is
action,
like dying.
and you can't see Mikhail from here. You also see Bubba just like glaring at you as you step in, and he just slams his chest and gives out a roar.
man,
It's what happens when you guys split the party.
It would have been fine if
They
she
were
was
split too.
Well, it would have been fine if you didn't roll an 8.
Yeah. So I was hoping we could get one isolated, kill her, kill the one upstairs,
Yeah.
and then deal with
It was just the wrong one to isolate. It's literally the only one that has a get out of jail free card. And she burnt both of her spell slots, because she's a warlock, at the beginning. Armor of Agathis, Dimension Door.
Die.
Now, she's also pretty nasty in combat, melee-wise, so you guys got her out of the way pretty early.
Would have been nasty, not as nasty.
You got anything you
Fair.
can do?
sure do.
Want to do it faster?
Yeah, could you do it faster? Because Logan has to leave here soon. Because Logan is starting to have to leave earlier.
I have to be an old man and leave around 8.
Healing word at 3rd level.
I'll try and get one round of... You can get to this fight as a monk, because you can bonus action dash. You can get here and have an action this round.
I have the jump 60 feet,
So you can choose to either jump into an upper window,
so
or jump to the front and get in the main fray. But
I'm
it's Warden's bonus action still.
I
Yes,
am up
my.
to 19 now with that potion. So
Oh, you're up to 19 now.
up to 19. But we still got
I'm still
assassin.
hurt as shit.
This
I
guy
know.
is going to shoot again and kill him next round.
Well, he doesn't have a crit this time. It's still gonna hurt, but
Like I said, I am casting at 3rd level. Healing word towards you. Can I borrow 2 d4s?
2d4. I only have 1d4 here.
Oh,
I have a D4.
you can have my D4.
Don't. That's not.
That's his help.
That's
That's his
his.
help.
That's
Yeah.
Okay.
we've got a.
A 2, and whatever flips is. 4.
So 5.
5 plus 4, 9.
So 9 points of hit points to you. Okay,
Huzzah.
that's Warden's turn. First death save for Quintus. Fail. Ooh, what's her modifier?
Do you use modifiers on this?
Yes, you use Constitution modifiers on death saves. Rules is written, you do.
Gotcha.
That is a 9, so she fails her first death save.
Pretty sure I always play like string con characters. So I don't think I actually knew that.
You've never played a tough character, so you don't have that.
Yeah, you play
pretty
easy
sure-
characters.
I'm pretty
Use
sure
that.
E is my highest con character ever.
Lovely. So, Bryn's turn. You're up next. You're on deck. Bryn is going to step up on the table, and you see fire in his eyes as he is going to cast a fireball.
Somebody come together.
So he's going to cast a fireball.
The bar still slow.
I was gonna say, is the bard still slow though?
The bard is slowed. Slowed gives you an action, or a bonus action. So this is the only thing he's doing this turn.
Okay.
He steps up and
All he can
fireball, and the
Fireball.
so dex save. Rogue probably won't take any damage. That is a failure for Bram, and a nat 1
Dead.
for Delra. So this is a 4th
That's
level
so
fireball.
Yeah. Get
So this
rolled.
is 9d6 damage.
Know your place, trash.
So that's 7 right there.
I hope you're
Wait, if
speaking
you
this
crit
as
fail
like
a
all
DC
of
save, does it?
That does not double.
Just
no.
teasing going, know your place!
So that's
I'm flirting the shit
34
out of
points
stuff.
of fire damage.
How many points?
34.
Yeah.
So that's 34 points damage to Delra, 34 points to Bram, And 0 points of damage to the rogue because evasion.
I just yell from
Because of
behind the counter.
Asians?
Evasion. So if you succeed a dex save, it deals no damage. So, Nibs, it is you.
I yell from behind the counter. That's what you get for sucking at music.
Nibs has.
This is what you get for sucking at life!
Wait.
Just readying another crossbow bolt, like stepping up so that they can get a better
Okay.
angle on you.
Nibs has jumped into a window
Wait, alright.
using his jump.
So, okay, from where my position was, if 2 questions. 1,
Okay.
would I be coming in? Would I come into a bedroom window over here?
You would be coming in this side.
Okay, with that in mind,
Any one of those windows.
so here's what I would like to do. I would like to jump and in the air use my action to transform into the dragon,
Okay.
and I want to glide through the front door.
Okay. Yeah, you can glide through the front door, and you have your movement. Or you have, I think your jump takes a third of your movement or something. So I'll say you have 30 feet of
Be over
movement.
here and then
You have 30 feet of
Place me
movement
where you want.
from here. You have
Okay.
30 feet.
That was my action. I am now going to
you can move.
You can move to any target you want.
jump over. 1, 2. That's 10, 20, 30. No, 10,
It's 15.
15. They all within 10 feet of me.
They are all within 10 feet of you.
I'm going to bonus action Draconic Cry.
Okay. And that gives everyone advantage on those 3?
Yes.
Okay. So advantage on these 3 targets until the end of your next turn?
Yep.
Okay.
And that is, let me look at my limited use. And double check. I'm going to use my free action to Draconic Breath.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. So,
Hold on. You use your action to shift.
it is a limited use. Right, wait, let me look. Nope, you're right. It can't do its other. Where is it? Where did it go? That's the one thing I hate about this. Racial. Oh, it's a racial feat, sorry. Racial trait, Draconic Breath, Draconic Cry was the breath. The
So
breath
you-
should have been free. Once you do the cantrip. Or did that switch up? Sorry. Class features. No. It should be racial, and I don't see it under my racial.
So when you take an attack action on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks with an exhalation of Draconic Energy.
Oh, you're right.
That is Breath of the Dragon, a class feature.
Okay, never mind then. I will action search.
You will action surge. Okay. So action surge. Now you can.
I've got 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come right up to that son of a gun.
And so you get 1 good strike.
Okay, so I get 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
I am a White Guardian Drake. That is a CR2 Dragonoid.
Okay.
So with that, I have multi-attack under my single action.
Okay.
So
What
I will
happened
do
to dog?
So a bite and a claw.
bite and
I was
claw.
wondering
A bite and a tail.
What's going on with
Dog is not combat ready. So dog is in a corner.
So that is the
Because
bite
if he
attack.
tries to fight, he will die. And I don't want to do that to you guys.
Stinks.
So
He has about 12 HP at this point.
I used their stats, correct?
Actually,
On a wild shape.
Mental stats, no. Physical stats, yes.
Okay, so that's a 10 I miss on the bite,
Okay.
and
You have advantage on this.
oh, I do. So that would be 21 on the bite,
No,
And then
and then the tail swipe is 20.
okay, so both hit. And you are striking onto Zentarum.
So
Ventara.
The tail strike does 7 points of damage, and the find the right one. The D8. No, that's I always have trouble with D8s. That's an D12. What the hell's a D8 look like? That's
What's going on here?
D4.
Oh, this is your D4 right here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's great.
3, 6.
6. Okay, he's going to not worry about anything. So, that's Nibs. Trake's turn. Trake is going to bonus action, or action, Flaming Sphere, of which a sphere of fire is going to appear beside this one, or in between the two.
Why didn't he put it in between?
Because I'm playing the character, and I don't know the character as well as he does, because it's his freaking character.
I'm hoping to take this road.
You can...
I just looked different from you.
So Dex save or 2d6.
On me, but he might steady stuff.
Well, he'll have this.
Two
He might
failures,
stab me.
2d6. That's 7 points of damage.
You have half the. That's a plus 2 or 4.
Right, but usually if you're engaged at short range, you can't, or you can disadvantage at long.
On me, but if he's shooting long range.
Okay, and then bonus action, he is going to do
He
a...
can't hit me at close unless he has a sharpshooter.
Right,
That's
not me.
He's
But
going
you
to do a
disadvantage
third
because he's
level-
engaged at close range.
Whoa!
Aw, Logan.
That was a good snag.
Party foul.
So,
Wow.
bonus action, he is
Yeah.
going to 3d4 healing word you.
Woohoo!
That is a 1, that is a 3,
You are a good person.
and that is a 7.
You are a
So
good
that
person.
is 11 points of healing.
Nibs forgives your
And now,
druidness.
it is to Rom, who is going to... Oh, he's debating whether he's going for... He's going to go for the dragon first. That's not Rom. This is Brian. 1, 2... My gosh, your dragon's too big. You can't move around it without hitting it.
Well, it is medium size.
And stepping up, he is going to use his action, and you guys see golden white wings appear from his back, and his blade shines radiant. That is his action, and with his bonus action,
Angels, man.
as a bonus action, he is going to expend a superiority die, and he is going to attempt to drag out and throw a hand axe at you. You have a +2 bonus to your AC due to being behind that. That is a crit.
God damn it.
Like
I've literally only been hit crits.
Hey, use your reaction.
We'll see how much he does.
It's
We'll
a
see if it's a spicy crit or a shitty crit.
it's a little spicy. It's a little spicy.
Probably gonna use
That
that.
is 23 points
Yeah, I'm
of
gonna
damage.
use that.
As this hand axe slams into the bar in front of you and just goes through it and slices open a chunk of your shoulder.
So I take 12. Then,
You take
right?
12 because you round up. Yep. Back to the top is Ventari, the rogue. The rogue who, at this point, he's going to bonus action. Disengage. Go 5, 10, hop over 15, 20, 25. That's as far as he can get. Barely seeing over, he is going to...
Would I have full cover now then?
From him, yes. Because you're leaning under, he's barely peeking over. He is going to take a shot at Mr. Slode, who has a negative to his AC. And already doesn't have a great AC. And at this point, I do not believe... Kill him! Kick his ass! I do not believe he will have... I'm sorry, I'm checking. Negative 2 AC.
Wow, speed up, man.
Okay.
Look at the ball rolling.
He will gain sneak attack on this.
What?
That is a 19 to hit.
Disadvantage. Because the guy is slowed.
9. Well, something else he did as well. That's
He used his bonus action, so he couldn't use it for steady.
21 points of damage to Brynra. Doesn't have a ton of HP.
That's Brynra.
Brynra. So he takes this arrow, this crossbow bolt, and then second shot, because crossbow expert. That's another hit, and that is another 10 points of damage.
Ooh, he got a nice hand crossbow.
He got 2 hand crossbows.
Are we planning on keeping any of them alive to question them?
That's a question for you guys to answer. Virdan goes, and he is face to face with you.
Well, we can just drop them and then figure it out.
So he just moved up and didn't. Okay, so
Okay,
I
I see
have
how
not
you
been
feel about it,
attacked.
Miguel.
No, you have not. He disengaged.
Okay, and the other guy just moved up beside me.
And the other guy moved up beside you,
and
used
attacked him.
his action, and then threw a hand axe. Which actually, I misplayed it. Should have been more damage, but we're past that now.
That's right.
That's
So-
right.
So Virdan, Mr.
He
Man,
misplayed and took more damage earlier, so.
What are we going on over here?
So with his rage, he is going to make an attack. Well, actually,
This is like what Thomas does literally every time.
bonus action.
Just like,
You notice the area around you is starting to get moist for some reason. And he shoots out a beam of water. A beam of water, since you are within 10 feet of him. I need you to make a Dex saving throw. I apologize. A Dex saving throw.
next year, next. I should have picked it up faster. Fuck. 8.
8. So you take 3 points of lightning damage, and he launches that, and as you are
Water?
woo, so it's the sea. It's a storm aura, the sea.
Oh, okay.
He's a storm herald barbarian,
Okay.
and so with that, he is going to launch at you. I need you to make. He is going to attempt to grapple you and tackle you down the stairs and make
So I
you
need
prone.
another
So you need a athletics check, which he, due to raging, is doing at advantage.
You said athletics. That's a 16.
A 16. So you're standing here with your flame blade, and he just ducks and shoulder pins you down the stairs, and you are prone there as he lands on you, gets up and makes a strike at you.
Okay, so he lands on top of her.
Uses half of his
action,
half of his
stand up.
movement to stand up.
So the
So he's
grapple
used-
was a bonus action,
So you can replace an attack with an attempted grapple.
or an attempted disarm.
Or-
in the books, or
In the books, or an attempted disarm. So
Okay.
he grappled her, pulled her down, and then has
Stands up.
one attack.
with advantage because she's on the ground.
Mm-hmm. And that is a hit with a 16 plus 8.
Yeah. What's your health then?
28 currently.
I mean, you could have just attacked her twice. This is nice.
Hit her with the water too. So that's 3 and the grapple would fall.
That is double sixes
12.
on his.
Plus
So
20.
that is 24
Oof.
points of damage.
12?
No, 20. A flat 20. I apologize.
4 health.
Hey, you're where
Oh, yeah.
I was.
8 health.
Yeah, she's looking rough. After that is Bubba. And Bubba, just going from target to target, is going to go 5, 10, up to Ram.
Has advantage on all these.
Has advantage on all of these, and he's going to Great Weapon Master. So these are only +4. That first one's a hit. Second one's a hit. Third one is flat miss. That's a 2 and a 3. However, that is still.
So if he has advantage and then uses Great Weapon Master, does he get to reroll one?
No, Great Weapon Master is just. I'm at -5 to hit for +10. He's not using Reckless here because he already has advantage. So that is 24 points of damage, followed by
I need
19.
to tour.
So that is 43 points of damage to Brahm, who
Damn.
does not take all of that.
Instead, he very kindly gives them away.
Instead, he very kindly gives them away. That is Bubba Nari. It is to you. It'll take half your movement to stand up.
That's fine. Let's stand up.
You still have your blade, or
You still have your flame blade.
Does she have to
you
concentration?
need to roll
It is a concentration.
1 Constitution saving throw. You need a DC 10
Yeah, I'm not making that.
plus.
plus your con. What did you roll?
I rolled a 5. Plus my con saving throw is 4, so I made a 9.
That's tough.
Blade.
So your flame blade is gone.
Yeah.
You can recast it
For a
Blade
bonus.
blade did
for a bonus
not
action.
Well,
the moistness.
Flame blade did not like the moisture. Makes sense actually.
true.
Right, you need to take off.
I would. Well, yeah. Okay, I'll cast Flame Blade again
Flame blade again. Okay.
as an
Bonus action.
action.
Okay.
I have it as a spell.
Yes, it is a bonus action spell.
And you use it to attack.
Okay, but I don't wanna.
You want to do something else with a bonus action?
Do I have to use it as a bonus action?
Yes. It is a bonus action to cast flame blade. What else were you looking to do?
I wanted to do second wind to give myself healing with my bonus action. Again, double bonus action.
You cannot double bonus action.
So.
You have
That's
another
just
attack.
Yeah. I can attack twice per action actually.
Well, he's saying, do you have another spell that you could do as an action or something
Oh
else?
no, I just like to use my sword.
Okay. So, 2 attacks.
First one. One was 17, the other was 18.
Both hit.
Plus 8.
So that's a d6 plus 5 on both of those.
That one is 2 4s.
2 4s, so 9 points of damage to him. 9
Plus 5.
and 9,
Plus
but
5.
half.
18.
But half because it's. Yeah. And then I will do the second wind.
Okay. After Nari is Delra. Delra, at this point, is going to split the combat in half and create a wall of fire right in front of Mikhail's face. I need Mikhail to make a dexterity saving throw. As we have, we're going to.
Would that, if it's in front of your face,
It's on him.
Are we doing?
It's
Are we
inside
doing
of
horizontal or vertical?
He's cutting this way. He's cutting these 3 off from the rest of the combat. So a wall of flame appears along this line.
Okay, so he is 5 feet farther, or isn't he within the
He's
same
on.
distance?
He's on that side of it though.
Is the fire on the right
One side of the wall selected
It's a
by you
directional.
Okay.
deals 5d8. So
Right,
he
but-
selects a side and it deals
So
5d8.
the only shape you can choose is either a line or a circle, correct?
You
Um,
do it now.
I let you manipulate it as you wish. He is just making a line.
That.
I did want to ask.
You said dex save.
Yep.
13.
Do you have evasion? Are you at that level yet?
Don't believe so. 'Cause I think that's.
You die.
I believe that's
another-
You die.
Another level.
Is that a death save or is that a die?
Well, that's a death save. More than
Well, it
likely.
depends on how much damage he takes.
That is
Depending on
10
what level.
is 19 points of fire damage.
So
Fuck.
9
Close.
points. Does not exist.
You're resistant to fire. You do have the fire resistance armor.
Oh, lovely.
Thank goodness I gave that to him.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Okay, so firewall goes up, and he quickened it. So that is going to be 4, and then he is going to firebolt Bubba, because Bubba's right there. This should only be 1. 13, yeah, that hits. Bubba's not crazy high AC. That is 2d10 damage. So that is 13 points of fire damage to Bubba.
I do not remember. Is this firewall opaque or semi-transparent?
You cannot see through it.
Okay. Kind of what I thought, but I couldn't quite remember.
I will double check for you. Just quickening the wall of fire is not cheap.
It's not.
The wall is opaque. However,
I just wanted to verify.
it does not specifically say. Does it? I'm trying to see what it says about ranged attacks.
Who's next?
Next up is Mike, Warden, Death Save, Rin, then you.
Alright.
So, Warden, it is to you.
You said Mike Warden.
Oh, I
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah,
Mike.
Gordon.
Mike's low. No HP. I thought he was.
Mike's on the other side of the wall. Of
Mike is on the other side of the
He's
wall,
doing
so
what
he has
he's
to
doing.
take another 5d8 to get to the other side.
I think he'll just heal himself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back up and drink
Okay.
another potion.
Okay.
Oh, he's next.
Because
2 potions.
it's floor to ceiling, right?
Yeah.
The archer guy can't see you now.
Archer guy can't see you. I mean, it's opaque, so you can kind of see through it, but it would be at disadvantage, I would say, to fire through it.
If I remain that close to it, I continue to take damage, though, right?
I believe
It's
Yes.
It's spicy.
it is spicy.
Okay, then I'm gonna step
If you
back.
end your turn within 10 feet of the wall.
Yeah. I'm gonna just step back here next to homeboy.
Okay. And?
And I'm gonna drink my potion as a bonus action, and at disadvantage, shoot. Well, they probably still have. Would he be half cover or full cover?
He would be. I would say here he has half cover and you're at disadvantage.
Okay.
He would be very, very tough to hit.
Okay.
Really, the only one that would really be in range is Ray.
Okay.
He probably has the highest AC of the bunch.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and take attack at him with my bow. At disadvantage, correct?
Yep.
Damn. That
Alright.
could have been good.
Moving on. Warden.
And then I'm gonna drink the potion as my bonus action.
Wow.
2d4 plus 2.
Sorry.
I just smacked you. It's your turn.
God damn.
One toaster.
By the way, this place is starting to go alight around that wall of fire.
So where's the bartender and the Jew?
The bartender has stepped out of here. He is not a fighter. He has gone down this set of stairs, and
Alright, Morton, what you got? So he's gone then.
yeah, he's gone, and so is the Jew.
So, Warden is going to.
You have advantage on anything against those guys.
Yeah, I know. Warden is going to. Basically, after what all just happened, seeing the fire, lights fire. He flips up his hood. His eyes are glowing red, and as he's walking, prerogative changed. Steps on her face.
Okay, go ahead.
Why?
Are you wanting to attempt to like take her down and attack her, or just
Literally just with my pure weight, I am just walking forward, ignoring anything that is in front of me, which just happens to be your head.
She does not lose a death save, but
You stop her.
she
But-
does stop her. She will have a messed up face.
I basically I'm like
Yeah.
standing.
Okay. Just go.
Anyways, I'm like standing. But waves his hand and casts his own wall of flame, splitting the room right here.
You're gonna hit the guy on your side.
So
Well-
you're gonna hit.
Well, he's what, right? It's hard to tell because everyone's.
So you could conceivably cut Nari and your dragon off, but Bubba and the 3 opponents would all be on the other side of the fire.
Well, Bubba is not a part of my party.
Okay.
Are you wanting to cook him and him in a line?
Yeah, I'm wanting to basically cook this. Well, it's up to 60 feet. I could cut it off right before Bubba, yeah?
I mean, here's the thing: he's on the other side of the wall, and he's within 10 feet of it.
He's
So
No.
you would not be able to hit both of these. You either hit none of them or both of them. That is your choice.
If he stands there, he's fine. He can hit all. It'd be fine.
But
So you
He
walk
goes
up
here.
next to Bubba.
he was,
Bubba was there,
He
right
was-
next to me.
yeah, he was there.
Which, yeah, if he steps up right next to him, then you just go boom, boom.
Well, I can
Yeah,
I
but
can
it's
put
not-
it at any point.
Well, he was definitely.
He was not.
He was.
He was next to me.
He was like right there.
Yeah, if you,
Well,
you step up to him.
I am making the call. If
He's-
you hit
he's-
Graham, you're hitting him.
Copy. Well, I am going to make my own wall of fire.
I have died. I
Ah,
just
shit.
pulled them all out.
I was gonna make it a different color.
No, it's directional,
It's-
right? So he can choose which direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he can do the exact same thing he did then.
Yeah. So it'll blast that direction. not
Yeah,
towards
it'll
you
just
guys.
blast this way.
Mine's blue fire, and it's essentially.
Okay. Well, it's fire. Why does it matter? It's a firewall.
We're gonna So it does hit.
Make him line up.
What?
Yeah, you gotta make them line up.
Yeah.
So, dex saves.
Wait.
Everyone fails the dex save. Don't worry about making the line. Just go ahead and roll
okay.
damage.
Anyways.
Of course, I picked the one creature that's resistance to cold, not fire.
Well, you're not taking any damage here.
I'm just
I
gonna
know,
roll
but I
this
can't jump through the fire.
5 times.
Happens
Yes.
to the best of us.
1,
I'm on 2 firewalls away from them now.
3 more.
5.
I don't care if you take those roll or not, but
I'll take them. So that's 2 plus 5,
7,
3, 10, 14, 20 points.
20 points of fire damage. Okay.
Alright.
And everyone failed that. So,
And as a bonus action,
Does
I'm
he have
going
to do a
to.
concentration check for his wall of fire?
yes, you will.
Nice.
And there's still that guy over there that hasn't taken any damage.
I attacked him.
You attacked him. You dealt him how much damage again? It wasn't much. Oh, you dealt him
I got
13 points of damage.
with, yeah,
Okay.
with a tail attack.
So, with it by Antil, you hit both. Because you got advantage on those tricks. So, Wall of Flame goes up. Everyone gets
Bites.
seared.
13 each.
Concentration is a success, so the other wall stays up.
5.
And after Warden,
No, hold on, I got a bonus action still.
well, do this shit quick. It's taking long, bro.
You were talking.
He's gotta go.
He's gotta go.
Yeah, everyone's gotta go.
I am going to healing word at 3rd level again. You, which is
Okay.
3d4.
You'll have to step on that side of the wall.
Is a
Okay, so Bryn's turn. Bryn is continually affected. He is going to bonus action. He is going to Bardic Inspiration Unique. That is his turn. And
Inspiration
miss.
is it a D6? D8.
He is a 9th level bard.
Nice.
3. I'm going to make my attack action, which is multi-attack.
Okay.
That is 21 to hit, and nat 20 for 25.
Okay.
Alright. So, tail attack is the nat 20. So, it's d6 plus 3, so
5.
5 for the nat 20 on the crit, and the bite
And I was out here ready to uncanny dodge that.
is 10 points.
He'll uncanny dodge that.
Okay, now I'm going to use my lovely thing where that if I've done an attack, I can bonus action.
Yes.
And I am going to now do Flurry of Blows.
Alright. Go ahead and make your rolls.
So, and I'm going to.
It's more just
That is a 9.
So, 17.
Funny.
Uh, go ahead and continue rolling. That is a miss.
And 20.
So one more hit.
Alright, and I'm going to 22 at D8 again. And then I'm going. That's going to have a superiority die added on.
So that's another 7.
You're bleeding.
And yeah, limited use down to my superiority die. It's draining.
Okay.
So
Right, that bzz goes hard.
Yeah, it does. I don't know how to. I'm gonna have to figure that out because it's like violent.
It's aggressive.
I'm going to use the goading attack. So
Okay.
Gooping.
he needs a wisdom save 16.
16. If he has any bonus, yeah, he has +1. He rolled a 15. He has a 16.
Okay, so he is not goaded, but he does take an additional 6 points.
Not the greatest of all.
Okay. So is that your turn?
That is all I can do.
So Drake's turn again. Flame thing goes off. 2 succeeded dex saves, so they do not take more damage from the elemental. And he sitting here is going to move 5, 10. There is a wall of fire in front of him. And so he is going to...
Heal me, homie.
How much HP do you have?
Yeah.
2251. He is instead going to cast Dispel Magic.
Nice.
He's just going to cast it at 4th level, so the wall of fire is gone.
I'm going to put the D6
Okay.
back it in. I'm already.
And yeah, you're already like 30 minutes over.
Yeah,
So-
we really gotta get going.
Next up is Bran. Bran is probably going to put Bubba in the dirt.
No.
Through a wall of fire? Or they. Oh. Okay.
They're right next to each other. Wall of fire is already active.
Right?
What'd you say?
They're both in it.
Oh.
They're both in it, yeah, so it doesn't really matter. So he is going to... Actually, you know what? He's not going to do that. He's going to step 5, 10, 15, 20, take the attack of opportunity. Which Bubba misses.
Baba, no!
Because he noticed you cast the wall of fire. So he's going to come for your ass.
Smart.
It's such a nice metal ass, too.
Such a nice metal ass.
That's a miracle.
Hold on, guys. What is he hitting me with?
He's hitting you with a sword.
Nice.
It's gonna rain like
Nice sword.
He is also by far and away the strongest of this group.
It is gonna M1 grand ping off my armor.
Armored ass.
That
So-
or it's going to scrape me.
Let's see. So the first one is a 26.
Hey.
26.
Second one is a 28.
Hey.
Third one is a 24. So 2 strikes, 1 miss. So we're gonna do the damage for those first.
Hey.
I would catch the end of this movie. Some of the
Okay.
Alright, Philly
I was
Wells.
gonna say, these guys are. I was like,
I was gonna say that was a juicy fighter.
that was a juicy attack roll
What'd you
there.
say?
I would catch the end of this movie another tank. Thank you all.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Yes. Philly Wells, kick butt,
Sleep well.
or take pictures of the main board. Pick it up next time.
Yeah.
So I had a session like this once, and he walled the fire the villain as he was getting away, and we ended up holding the session because he slowed him down just long enough. So we took pictures and came back 3 weeks later, and then they killed the boss who was supposed to get away.
So he, on his first strike,
Nice.
is going to make a maneuvering attack. Expend 1 superiority die to add the total damage.
Take it as that.
See you, Logan. And allow a creature that can see or hear him to use its reaction to move half its speed without provoking an opportunity attack. So he is going to add this to the damage. Okay. So that is 31 points of damage on the first strike, as he adds 11 points of radiant damage to it. Then who's gonna move 15 feet? This guy's gonna move 15 feet. I'm gonna go 5, 10. He's here. 5, 10, 15. Kind of crouching behind that. Second strike
So we attack of opportunity.
without. It's maneuvering strike, battle master thing. Someone he can see or hear.
Oh.
It's to move 15 feet, no attack of opportunity.
15 attack.
Right. Another
You good.
12, 23 points of damage on the second strike. And he's going to action surge, make 3 more strikes.
So, how many points of damage is that total?
So that's 31 and 23, so that's 54 points of damage on the first 2 strikes.
So concentration.
Concentration.
Auto failed.
Well, it's a DC 15 and a DC 10. So it's half of total damage.
I thought it was a DC 10 plus half the damage. Is it just straight half the damage?
At least I do it straight half the damage.
Oh,
If it's over 20, it's half damage.
Okay.
Because once you get to like 60 and such.
There's a 17.
So that's a success, and then another one, DC 10,
That was an 18.
18. Okay, and then
Nice.
second round of attacks, 26, 29, and a miss. Again, exact, pretty much same set of rolls.
But this time it doesn't get all the bonuses. To damage, right?
That's 24.
DM really wants to rub it in that he can still hit me.
He's also like almost punching.
It's an 11th level fighter with radiant bonuses that go hard. So that's 24 points, and then
The radiant is like one of the damages I am not.
20. So that is another 44 points of damage on the second round. Another 2 saving throws, DC 10. And is there anything else he can do? Yes, because bonus action. Bonus action,
So that's 54 plus 44.
yes. Bonus action,
99 points of damage.
using another
I'm still not dead.
bonus action, he's going to Commander's Strike. Use,
Why?
when he uses an attack action, he can.
They're really trying to kill you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
he's going to use a bonus action, direct an ally that can hear it to use a reaction, to use a strike using its reaction, adding the superiority die to the damage. He is going to call for his rogue to take a shot at you. And rogue, he would get sneak attack if he hits this.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why? Because an ally is within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the ways that you can get it. So, difficult to hit you. But he does with a natural 20. Because fuck you on that die. If you want to see, it does say fuck you.
Here, cat.
It's a 19 and a 20. It says fuck
Where's
you.
my cat?
So that is... How much HP do you have? Because I don't think there's... I don't think you can stay conscious.
I'm immune to
It
unconscious.
would be 46, right? 5d6? 5d6?
Just tell me what the damage from that hit was.
From that hit, that's going to be
it's a crit with sneak attack plus a d8. So that's 5d6 plus a d8.
I just want to know how much damage.
That's 11, 17, that's 23, 46, 50 points of damage.
So, in one turn, I took 149 points of damage.
11th level fighter with a special Azamar capability.
Yeah.
Hits 4 out of the 6 attacks and also gives his ally an attack. This happens to be a crit. So yes. Your character is not, in fact, invincible.
No, I am fully aware. I was never saying he was invincible. I'm just saying that he's going to throw something at us that's going to get the rest of the party killed
Now,
because
that
it hit
is 2 superiority die and an action surge. So,
I was gonna say, he did pretty much blow his entire load.
blew his
right
whole
on your
load.
face.
So
the
right
rest of
on.
us are gonna be alright.
So that is bottom of the initiative. Back to the top is the rogue, who is going
I had
to
102 HP, by the way.
he is going to make a
No,
hide attempt
149.
to try and get advantage on you, Mikhail. So what is your passive perception?
18.
18. Think he'll beat it with that? Because at
Nice.
this point, he moved as the fire's going down, so he's moved from where you last saw him since the fire. So he is attempting to hide. He rolled.
How do death saves work if I can't be knocked unconscious?
That's weird.
You're
How-
just powered down.
Yeah, you're powered down. I would say you aren't really making death saves, but it would require something to pick you back up.
It's more like I'm
It'd be like
in
you're
reboot mode.
in
I'm
reboot
attempting
mode.
to reboot.
You're seeing if your systems will reboot.
Okay,
after you
so that is a
screen.
22 on
Like
stealth.
basically the
Okay.
impact of everything kind of caused my system to force reboot.
Holy shit. He misses.
Hell yeah, get fucked.
I'm pretty sure that might have put you unconscious as well.
Well, I also have a. I guess I'm not right on that, so I'd only have a little bit of boost, but.
Yeah. Okay. He rolled a 14. I'm pretty sure your AC is not 14. Either way, next on the list. Are we just wanting to save this for next week?
Bubba probably was sounds
Yeah.
like wrong something.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, we're less than a full turn away. All of them are pretty low, but so are you guys. It really could go either way. Are we just wanting to save as is? I can guarantee that either nothing will be moved and or I will. Did you fail your con save on the wall?
I'm
He's unconscious.
Fuck me if I know. So yeah, you are unconscious. So we are going to pause
I
this
feel like
as
he was
is.
attempting to do twice my total health so he could just wipe me from the game.
Well, I mean, I did not expect him to hit that much, but I mean, when you're rolling at advantage,
Didn't he also crit too?
he did not crit on any of his crits.
Oh, I thought he crit once.
No, it just happened to be the attack that's going to deal the most damage
Yeah.
that happened to crit. But yeah, let's just say Battlemaster Fighter goes hard.
I am the only player that would have been able to take that hit.
Everyone else would have been dead and gone.
Oh yeah, all of you would have been dead.
We're just kicking it. We're kicking the bucket. We're waiting until next week.
Unless you want to keep going. Just kidding.
Honey,
I'm just kidding.
It's 2:30. Move on.
Do I have to make my first saving throw on my first turn?
On your next turn, yeah.
Okay.
So
This is
don't
just
worry.
random.
He misses his.
What? I didn't do shit. You literally went.
Hold the trial.
Okay. So, we will pick up next week. I will do my best to either save the board as is and or just make sure it's in the same spot. And we will have Jade back next week.
Oh, nice.
Where's my boy Zareth?
Zareth is in such a deep sleep right now, and
I just unplugged
Zai's...
something.
Yeah, you just unplugged mine.
Thank you. So you're telling me?
I'm telling you, they're waking up right now due to the flames approaching their beds.
Oh yeah. Yes.
But they will not be in this combat. I already had to run 7 or 8 characters, and I feel like I ran them really freaking quick. But just
It's alright, there's a few dead ones. You can run a couple more with it.
fuck you. Oh damn it! I forgot to turn this off.